said that it's, you know, that's him 100%. I mean, without me hearing his voice, I'm like, you know, it's unconfirmed. But if you got friends that knew him and grew up with him saying it's confirmed, then I gotta say, hey, yeah, this is probably Brian Koberger. But I did clip that. I also went through 80,000 phone calls, found the number, sent it into the FBI as well, and they have that, and hopefully they get down to that information.
Good. Do you know that they are in receipt of it? Did they come back to you at all?
I know they have it. I never got an email back yet.
Boom, we're here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you hit the like button as you're coming in. We're going to jump into the topic tonight. You already know it's hot. The CP interview. I know you guys want to talk about it, but I mean, really, what did we learn from that interview last night from watching it? What did we learn from it? Besides, maybe they're using his clothes from the night that he went to Texas Roadhouse for what? A trail, right? A scent. What's going on, Sugar and Spice? Hey, good evening, Trev and gang. Welcome everybody here tonight. Let's lock in. I'm definitely gonna open up the lines right off the rip after we watch this video here in 1 second. Let me pull this up. All right, there we go. Mike says, I would personally slap the dog piss out of Chris. Damn! Starting off the gate. He said, I smacked the dog out of Chris. That's funny as hell. What's going on, Lindsay? Welcome to the stream. Cindy says, good evening or early morning to you or to all of you. Hold on, let's watch this real quick, though, because I didn't see this.
Rogers disappeared. That case has gripped Middle Tennessee.
Sky made it. What's going on? Welcome.
As to what happened. Our Michael Warwick sat down with his father.
Good evening, Rebecca.
I met Sebastian's dad, Seth, here at this Clarksville playground where the two of them used to love to go.
I'm gonna open these lines up too.
How it's been in the 2 months since
I'm opening the lines up right away. 219-885-9693. I want to hear your personal thoughts. Your personal thoughts just on last night's interview or anything that you think that we should pay attention to. Whatever it may be. Lines are open right now wide. I definitely want to hear from all of you. Again, 219-885-9693. I'm trying to hear from everybody that has some thoughts pertaining to this. Definitely. Hold on, let me pop this.
And the investigation itself.
What's going on, Lori?
I need everybody in the world to help me find my
Damn,
At
already?
the park where Seth Rogers watched his son Sebastian play. Tonight.
Damn, that was fast. 865, you're live. What's going on?
Hey, T-REV. You know it's Miss Mary calling in first thing.
What's going on, Miss Mary? Talk to me.
Hey. Well, I watched the interview last night, and I thought about it all day, and I got a couple of things. One, I wish that for their family and focusing on Sebastian, that they could take all that rage, all that energy, all that negativity, all the fury, everything that they have between them, and turn that into energy looking for him. Can you imagine if you took that atomic energy that Chris had and turn it around and put that in to the energy of trying to find Sebastian? Maybe he would have been found earlier. And I'm not just saying him, the whole group.
Answer me on this. Was there anything in this interview that was new to you?
I think the fact about the clothes, and I get that makes sense because they would have used his last worn clothes for the freshest scent from him. So that made sense. I don't know why in the world they couldn't just say that.
I don't know why either.
I think, I have been asking the questions, why aren't billboards up, but nobody answers that one. They're on the highway. I think, to me, if a child is being yelled at, I mean, my dad used pretty ripping to us pretty well when we were kids, and I remember how that felt, and I could remember wanting to run away just from being yelled at, not even hit. If a kid is in that environment, you know, I'm thinking, is that something that triggered him?
Right.
Overstatement of the day. That's another point that came out that was really important. If possibly the adults were having a conversation loud over the phone, did that trigger him? You know, it's scary for a kid anyway. But then if they think they're going to be in trouble and you wait till somebody gets home and they're going to take care of you, you know what I mean? The other thing that he said, I know that he went out the front door off the porch.
Yeah, that's the part. And if you know that, there may be some video footage or something showing that. Allegedly.
Right.
I'm just speculating on that. But in general, I mean, if you know that,
Well,
then you've seen that, right?
Well, maybe not, because what he was saying was that all the doors were locked from the inside, except for that one that has a keypad, and apparently he couldn't go through the window. So, and I can't remember what the reason was behind that. But my thing was, instead, I was going, God, if I could just talk to Chris and just say, listen, I don't care about all the yelling and screaming. Just, is he left-handed? Is he right-handed? Most children that wander, or people who have dementia that wander, or a child that, you know, wanders, will go in the direction of their left hand, their right hand, whichever direction their hand is. Most of them, not all the time, but most. Is there a place, Chris, that you can tell us that you think he would walk down the street in the grass somewhere in his bare feet or socks, that people who are searching for him can help you look? Nobody cares about the other stuff.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the kid and get down to those details.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So hostile.
Yeah, it was very. I did feel like that interview was very hostile, but regardless of what our thoughts are, the frustration. I mean, you gotta think about it too and put yourself. What would you do if you had thousands of people talking shit to you every day?
Exactly. And
what would you do? Like literally, what would you do? I mean, you did an interview, you came out. A lot of people think you're a dickhead. I'm just saying what it is, but
yeah.
Again, you got thousands of people talking shit to you, and it seems that he's tuned in to the people talking shit rather than tuning them out and paying attention to the ones that, you know, do want to help. Because you could tune out the dickheads all night long. But when you start listening and honing in on what they're saying, that's when you begin to look bothered by what they're saying.
Right. And
I gotta say that, like, when I heard, what was it? Who was brought up? Was it his mom? It was like I don't know. Yeah. It was something like that, and he got real angry. I was like, huh.
Right. Weird. And that's one of the things that, and you know this as a YouTuber, that's one of the things you'll hear even movie stars say. Stop reading your critics and whatever, because it's not going to get you anywhere. Focus on your stuff. The critics will be critics. People will make up shit, especially in this day and time. But what the lady, I don't even know the lady's name who was hosting the thing, but what she was trying to say, I agreed with, is that take a breath, tell us what you and Seth, tell us what you all can tell us. Katie, tell us what you can tell us to help you. Why don't we have billboards up on the highway so if people see that don't even know about this case, a county over, they recognize him? You know, the thing about him, all the rumors going around, fine. But the fact is that you said he went out that front door. Give us a direction so we can help you look. Give us the name of a friend so we can help you look. Let us, the people that are on the ground, on the boots, on the ground, help you.
Correct.
And stop perusing the channels and Facebook and get away from all that stuff and just focus on the conversation between you and Seth, the police.
Well, I mean, and you got to look at it like this, though. And I swear, if he did this, he'd just be better off if you just ignore the people that are talking this shit, because there's going to be tons of people that have an opinion about him. And really, if you tune all that out and just really focus on finding Sebastian, none of that will mean anything, because it's just opinions.
It's an energy vampire. It's sucking your energy that you have that you need to be focusing on. One thing I did hear him say that bothered
Seth. No, what was it? He's like, I'm a married man that is taking care of his wife. Is that? I mean, that's how I was taking it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's some issues. There's some issues, but one of the things that bothered me was that he was, saying, you all need to call people right away. Call the TBI. Don't call us. Don't call Bullock. Call the TBI. Get that information to somebody right away. But then yet Seth was saying, but I've tried to email you and you won't respond to me for 2 weeks. And I need you to respond to me. Well, I work a different shift than you. But you just said for people to get information to somebody immediately. Does that not include Seth communicating with you?
Right.
So there's definitely some dynamics there, and that's maybe the reason why the child ran.
Yeah, for me, did he just leave? I mean, it's as simple as that. If he left, and you're saying he left, why all the? It seems so secretive and up until now, until you want to come out day 63. I mean, this could have been scrapped a while back. We could have been known that he had to close, and Seth didn't reach out to all these different people to try to, figure things out and continue to push Sebastian's name out, because that's what has happened. Like, he's reaching out all over to try to get help and answers and different things. So, and Chris made it seem as if they have a little bit more information than what Seth has, and it just seems like, okay, that's weird.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. And I also sent you emailed it and texted it to you of the video of the flashlight deal with sound. With sound. I don't know if you listened to it or not, but when you listen to it, right before the little hand points at the lights or whatever, you hear voices. You hear a man's voice and you hear a female voice.
Oh, wow, I have to check that out.
And I played that back and I went, whoa, what? And when I put it on my speakerphone and held it closer to my ear, I couldn't hear it. But when I pulled the phone more away from me, it picked up the sound outside, and I was going, oh my God, T-REV, please listen to this. And I sent it to you. So please check that out. But like I'm saying, it's real faint. It's a few seconds in, and right before the light hits the truck, and then when the little hand thing goes up, right after the little hand thing goes up, just within seconds, you'll hear a female's voice and you hear another voice. It could be neighbors. I don't know. But I would love for you to see what you think.
I'll definitely check it out. For some reason, I can't even get into my email. I'm locked out. What's going on?
Uh-oh. Well, I texted it to you on your phone, too, but I don't know if it worked on the phone.
I'm locked out. What is going on here? Why am I locked out of my email? What? I'm tripping.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm locked out. I'm not even joking either. But I'm not on my other one, trev757psn@gmail.com. I don't know why I'm locked out of my other one. I'll figure it out, though. Thank you, Miss Mary. I'm going to check it. I'll check the text messages, and thank you for calling in and being a voice for Sebastian. I don't know. Again, this should have been 30 plus days ago. All this should have been out instead of the fighting on a panel and all that. I mean, this could have been easily done. There's no need to have these 3-hour long driven out interviews where stuff is finally coming out, or something, a detail is coming out that people have been asking for the last, damn near 60 days. So I don't know, Mary. It's all strange to me.
It is, and it's sad. And one thing is that anybody out there who works with autistic children, you may know this because you ran away when you were a kid. I remember my brother scared me, and I packed my bags and went to my neighbor's house when I was about 5 because he was playing Led Zeppelin, and it was scaring me to death. I think about if you were a child and your parents were in a fight, or your mom or dad yelled at you, or you thought you were in trouble for some reason because they brought that up. You're not in trouble.
Right.
As an autistic child who normally didn't go outside without shoes, would you be more in the grass? Would you be more on the street? Would pebbles hurt your feet worse than grass? You know what I'm saying? Help us think, because that can give clues to what direction that child might have gone to.
We'll see. We'll see what comes out. I don't know. Again, I mean, I feel like very little information is being put out there. If there is a video that shows them in a direction, I mean, I'm sure that would help. Search over here in this direction, or I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get the silence and the secrecy inside of a kid running away. I don't get what's so secret about that. If he ran away, then just say what direction he went in. If there's a video showing that, just say it. There's no need to make it like it's top secret stuff. Like, it's not top secret if the kid ran away. People need, the world needs to know so they could be on the lookout for him if he ran away. So it's like,
and they're saying there's no video, but they're saying there's no video of it. But anyway, all right. Thank you, bud.
You're welcome, Mary. Thank you. We appreciate you. God bless you. Mary, 219-885-9693. We're going to keep rocking tonight, right? We keep playing this.
For help.
I'm supposed to protect him. He's missing.
Let me see that.
I want to find him.
It's been 2 months since Sebastian disappeared. Last
You need to
seen in
look
the
at
area
Chris
of
and
his
see.
mom and stepdad's Hendersonville home. Since that day, there have been no confirmed sightings of the 15-year-old with autism.
I
Nope.
didn't sleep last night. I didn't sleep at all.
615, you're live. Talk to us.
Calls.
Rose.
What is going on? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. That was the saddest interview I had ever seen
Mm-hmm.
on anybody. That was sad. I mean, did Chris really think that he's more important than the biological dad? I don't care what you've done in your life.
Correct.
That's still it's somebody's son and it's not yours. Now I'm sure he loves the boy and I'm sure he's concerned, but my goodness. I mean, he acted like he tried to make us believe that he's more important, that he gets more information. And it just threw the whole thing off. It was like, whoa, the focus is Sebastian. You know, and then when they put Seth on there, it was kind of like he was trying to gaslight Seth. When Seth was just trying to be mellow-toned, asking questions, he didn't want to answer Seth's questions. He didn't. You could tell he didn't want to answer. All he could do was show his narcissistic, angry ways.
Right.
And that was a very low point for Chris. It was a very low point.
And one of the points was like, what was it? I talked you through and told you we're going to do this training for your son. Like, I don't know. There was some things like that going on. And
right. And I'm like, if he talked to him like that, that was very condescending. You know?
For sure.
I mean, another thing I don't understand is if Chris wants us to call 911 and the TBI, should we be concerned about Seth? Who is Bobby?
And Carter.
Who should we be calling the TBI concerned about somebody named Bobby coming after Seth? I mean, that was crazy. That was the stupidest thing he could have ever said.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for him because I know that he is upset and I know that he's concerned. But oh my goodness, T-REV, that was sad. That was sad.
Yeah, it was very sad. I don't know.
And
I feel like
Bobby?
they should talk that out, talk that out offline personally.
Yes.
Some of the, you know what I mean?
It should never have been. I feel like that the lady that had the interview, I feel like she got caught up in something that she really didn't want to get caught up in.
Yeah, I felt the same way too. And that's funny you say that.
I think she thought she was dealing with people that had class and could act like they had class and grace. But no, he was not acting like he had any kind of class about him whatsoever. And I hope he never gets on another interview because it will destroy him. It will destroy him. I'm sorry. It has destroyed him with me. And I live in the next community and I see we put flyers up everywhere. I was at Subway the other day. There was flyers all in their window about Seth. I mean, there's flyers everywhere. You know, people are putting up flyers. And we're doing all that we can do, but we're being very patient and very
I've seen flyers
grateful.
in Illinois and Indiana.
Yeah. I mean, they're all over the place. And
I seen them at the Walmart in Illinois when I was there the other day, and I also seen them in another Walmart over here in Indiana. And they're in gas stations. Like they're definitely out there.
Right. There's flyers everywhere, and I just think that he showed what a low class person he was to make it all about him. and not Sebastian on that interview. If he was concerned about Sebastian, he would have patiently answered every question that any of them had if he really wanted it to be about Sebastian. And that's just the way I feel. For me, I'm on Team Sebastian. I want to find him just like everybody else does. But you're not going to find him gaslighting people. I mean, and as far as him looking at the messages, don't look at them. If you don't want to hear people's opinions, don't look at them. If you're getting death threats, call 911. Call the FBI. Don't get on TV and bawl somebody out because he's getting death threats. We're not threatening him.
Right.
Why would we?
Thousands of people watched that interview too. Thousands. And I wonder if any of them have the same thought process that I have, that he was just... I just feel like he was also focusing on chat too much rather than the conversation at hand to clear things up, because I think those ladies honestly wanted to clear a lot of stuff up and kind of get the public, you know, behind Chris, Seth, and everybody working together. That's kind of how I seen it. I thought that they were gonna, you know, but when you're paying attention to chat and you're seeing these comments come through and you get butthurt about comments, it's gonna mess the whole entire vibe up of that interview. It's gonna ruin everything. And it did. Exactly.
And
exactly. I mean, we watched the same interview. I was in there during the whole entire live. I mean, I watched it from start to finish. I may have missed a few things, but I rewatched it again, you know, for the second time. And it was more, I think that the comments, for him to read the comments, it definitely made him butthurt to the point where it got him out of character, I feel like.
I don't think he's out of character. I think
Not
that's
like
his
out of
normal
character, just off from what he was going to do and why he was coming on. You get what I'm saying? I think it took him out of that element of the topic of conversation at hand and everything they probably discussed before even coming on.
I mean, he just lit right into those ladies. He was just acting, and he didn't have any class about him whatsoever. And you know, at least Seth had enough class about him to try to ask the questions. And Seth only got upset when he was kind of condescending on Seth, and I thought that was a bad thing too. He's just, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's my opinion. I pray for them all. I don't know what I'd do if I was in that situation, but I know one thing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't get on national TV and act like that. There's no way.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Exactly.
I love you, T-REV. I appreciate what you're doing, and I really hope that you always show class. And you know, no matter how poor you are or how rich you are,
exactly,
you can still have class about you.
Exactly, and that people need to understand that.
He thinks people don't pay attention to stuff like that, but they do. Not all of us out there are trolls.
Exactly. People, it's legitimate people with questions. I get them all the time, all day long, and I see these questions. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for being a voice here tonight for Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. Almost, I mean, we're heading towards day 70. This is crazy. Thank you.
I know it.
Love you back. Thank you so much. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Shout out to her. Good phone call. That's wild. He said, how does Chris know that what Sebastian wore to bed? I mean, probably from Katie, you would think. You get all that information from. Also got upset when Seth started getting emotional, and that was weird. 765, you live. What's going on? Talk to us.
Hi, Chris.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. I was the first person in that chat last night that said reminded everybody to be respectful when he came on. And I kind of took it as a personal insult that he wasn't being just rude to the ladies there, but he was being rude to everybody in there.
Yeah.
Agreed. That pretty much pissed me off. And once Seth came in and the way he acted towards Seth, I ended up leaving the chat because my blood pressure was going up too high. because he was
You
just
got that
talking
mad?
over.
Your blood pressure got high? You were that mad?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, literally, I checked it and it was sky high. You know, he was being so disrespectful to people. He was gaslighting to take over the whole thing. It wasn't there to answer anybody's questions.
Right.
It was a me thing. You know, he took the whole entire conversation away from this beautiful, handsome young man that's missing and made it all about himself. And that really upset me. And I'm sorry, I have 2 autistic grandsons, but my one grandson that's not autistic, but they believe is bipolar, when manic the other was missing for 10 hours.
10 hours.
10 hours.
That's crazy.
And I'm sorry he now is in juvie because he got himself into big trouble in the meantime while we were out hunting for him.
I'm sorry to hear.
And I'm grandma, and I went nuts and was out there searching and going through the woods, and this is late at night. Damn. And I'm out there by myself going through the woods. His grandpa was another part of town looking.
Damn.
The police and county officers were out looking. His mom can't drive, but she had been out looking, but everybody told her she needed to stay at the house and text us, if he came back. So I just went through this the other night, but I've been on top of Sebastian's case since it all started because I'm so connected with having 2 autistic grandkids.
God bless you.
So this is really connected with me. And then when my grandson went missing the other night, I thought part of me was going to die. Literally.
So during this case, you've been following the case, and then you had that happen with your grandbaby?
Just Wednesday night. And he's only 12.
God bless your soul. And I'm glad that there was a resolution there.
And I almost called you directly or texted you because I needed your prayers the other night so bad. I mean, this has just tore me apart. I can imagine what Seth is going through.
Yeah.
But for Chris to get on there the other night and just, last night and just rave at everybody and scream and yell and disrespect. And I'm sorry, but my father was a retired Marine. And he was in the Marine Corps. Chris was. That's not how Marines treat women. That's not how they treat anybody. And that angers me.
You're so right about that when it comes to like Marines and the way that they treat people, because I have somebody in my family that was one, and their respect level is way different.
Exactly. And I'm the daughter of a Marine. And I was raised to respect people.
Yeah. That's why I show respect, because you want to if you got to get respect, you got to give respect to get respect, in my opinion. That's why I always be very respectful with everybody until you give me a reason not to be, right? And then even when not to be, I won't choose to be disrespectful. I'll just choose to move past that and block that out of my life, because disrespect and all that is just, there's no need for it. There's no need for any of it.
Exactly.
That's how I look.
And I feel so bad for Sebastian to have to have lived under his rule and thumb. But I just wanted to say my 2 cents worth.
Oh, you're more than anytime. You're more than welcome. And I'm glad that there was a resolution in your grandbaby with what you went through with your grandbaby.
Well, he's facing 4 felony charges as a 12-year-old.
4 felony charges as a 12-year-old?
Yes, sir.
I'll pray for you.
He went manic, and we haven't been able to get him into the doctor to get him on a mood stabilizer.
Well,
and he went manic.
That's sad. That's so sad.
So, he's only had the first court hearing, so we don't know all what's going to happen. We've never been through anything like this, and he had never been, in legal trouble before. This isn't like him. But, let Seth know. I got a taste of it the other night, and it just tore me apart, and I kept thinking about Seth as I was trying to find my own grandson. My heart just broke for him even more.
It's so sad. Well, my prayers go out to you. I'll be praying for you, and I appreciate you. What's your name again?
Kim.
You said Kim?
Yes.
Okay, Kim.
I'm here in Indiana as well.
Kim, I'll be praying for you. I appreciate you calling up and just sharing your thoughts with us on the interview, but also sharing a little bit of personal information, which, wow, while watching this case, you went through that little nightmare for 10 hours. And you still have to live through some of it because of what happened and transpired, which I don't know the full story, but I do appreciate you sharing. And God bless you. We will be praying for you. Shout out to her. Good phone call. 219-885-9693. That's sad. You said, I can hardly understand her. Did she find her grandbaby? Yes. Said her grandbaby had a couple. That's a wild story right there. Keep calling though. I got the 6 minutes. I'm gonna try to stay locked in on it. It seems like 7 minutes is the time tonight, huh? 315, you're live. Talk to me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You there? Yeah, maybe.
T-REV?
404, you're in the door. Damn, she said T-REV right at the end. What's going on?
Hey, T. It's me, Tiffany.
Tiffany, what's going on?
What's
Second
going
generation.
on, man? Yeah.
Second generation.
Yeah. Well,
That is fun.
yeah.
Well, you know what? The
Hey,
site's
West
back up.
Yeah. You know what? I was been arguing with that with people. They're like, "Oh, the site's up, Tiffany." I'm like, "It wasn't up the other day." So, okay. So, you know me. I'm gonna throw it out there to you. This interview, man, you're gonna be surprised what I gathered from it. So, this is my opinion.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I think Chris is freaking out because I have a feeling that he is now realizing who he's married to, T. And I think she's been lying to him the entire time. And I think he is freaking out. I think she is an habitual liar. And I think, I was waiting on that button. But I'm telling you, T, I think she has lied to this man. And I think that is one reason why he wanted her to go with him in that camper. And I think he's starting to figure out who she is.
Yeah.
And I think he's about to crack because I think as angry as he was last night or the night before last, just by his voice, he is freaking out. He's been her mouthpiece. She's sitting back. She's letting, Seth is trying to get a spokesperson. YT, Chris talks for him and Katie. What do they need one for? You know what I mean? And he tried to talk for Seth. Well, that didn't work. So, honestly, T, I think that's what's up. I think she's a cold-hearted person. And I think he's starting to figure it out. And he best get off that shit before it completely sinks on him. He better go down there and make a deal.
People were talking about DAs being involved. I didn't hear that. I seen people in the chat saying that. I didn't hear that though.
I didn't hear it either, but that's my personal opinion. Now, the only thing from that interview that really throws me off is we got two things that everything contradicts everything in this case. It seems like one thing gets said and then something contradicts what it says. Does it not? That's why we're going crazy. But look at, he sure does know a lot, doesn't he, T? And he wasn't even there. He knows everything. He knows what this boy was wearing. He knows that he went on the porch barefooted. I mean, the last we heard, he went out there and took the trash out, did he not? And then he came in, turned on his bedroom light, and cut it back off. So he wound up back on the porch barefooted. How does Chris have all these details and he went there? You get what I'm saying? Unless she is drilling this in his head. Like she is making him believe her. Now, let's go back to my other theory. That was my first original theory. I threw it up on live the other night in a super chat. Now, let's say on their way back from Texas Roadhouse, because you're always caught, did he make it home? That's always been your biggest thing. Did he make it home? Okay. What if she picked him up on the way home from Texas Roadhouse? He had somebody else. He used somebody else's vehicle. That was the truck that somebody had said they saw in the neighborhood or whatever. She picked him up. He laid low in the car. She brought him in through the garage. Nobody's going to see him on camera. Okay. And then he's on and on about that door, that one door in that interview. He went out through the back door. That's the lights that's going in the back. Somebody else picked him up, got him back to Memphis. And, you know, that's what happened. Because I don't believe Sebastian was in that car. Allegedly, if he left that house, I don't believe he left in that car from the garage that morning. It's too risky. She had to have her crap together before they called the police. And I think the 3-hour conversation was the story about what happened after he got back, if they're involved together. Are you following me? I think it happened in the middle of the night, if it happened. By the time he was at the job site the next morning, she picked up the phone, you know, she got in her car, she rode around as part of her alibi. Sebastian was already gone. He was already gone. I think it's too risky in the mornings. Buses are coming, people are in and out with their kids. I just don't believe Sebastian would have been in that car that morning. I'm having a hard time with that one.
Man, I don't know what's going on. I see this Ken Davis still being talked about too. It's like, who was that guy that came into chat? Still, I see it's being talked about a lot. I've gotten a lot of messages about that dude specifically talking about what Chris's mom or whatever on camera. Like, what is he talking about?
I don't know. I want to know who the nosy neighbor is in the neighborhood. That's who I want to know. Everybody in the neighborhood has a nosy neighbor that knows everything.
Well, I could tell you this right now. I've seen a first and a last name of a neighbor that talked about KP having a affair across the street. And that, again, the only reason I seen that is because it was emailed into me. I can't unsee shit like that. You know what I mean? I can't unsee that, but I seen the first and last name of that person, and I know they watched the show.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
They say,
I mean, but
anonymous is what they said.
You know, I was, you know, and I'm not backing Chris by no means. Okay. I'm not T. But after that interview, there was a certain part of that interview was at the end when Seth broke at the end, when he broke and started crying. I heard for a split second, I heard the compassion in Chris's voice. Did you not catch that at the very end?
Yeah, I caught some. Yeah, I caught it all. Actually, I mean, I watched it twice. I did catch it.
You get what I'm saying? And I honestly,
Like the
believe.
low tone part of it. I know, like, like Seth, I want to like that lower. I know what you're talking about because I heard it and I was like,
think it was
interesting.
I think it was genuine. I really think this man has been lied to, and I think Chris is starting to figure it out because I cannot remember for this. I guess because my brain is where it's been for over 2 months now. What was that lady that went to court? She was so big, and she was the one that like stabbed her boyfriend or something. And she was like the pretty girl with the glasses with the brown hair, and she had recorded it, and they had pulled it out of the washing machine. Like they had it. What was her name? I wish somebody in chat would know who I'm talking about. Like they found the video of it from like a camera because she watched it.
I don't remember who that is. I don't even.
Was it Casey? I don't remember, but she was crazy, man. She was crazy. And I'm just telling you, team, I have a feeling that Katie, she's disassociated. Like she's not going to anything. She's not talking.
Yeah.
And there's one other thing I want to throw out there that I had played this interview, and I'm sure
now with I mean, I like that you're bringing that up, but my question, it's like, are you thinking that because she's not speaking out, like, or coming out openly to the vigils or anything like that? But I don't know. Is it that, or is it the death threats? Is it the people talking shit that is like throwing that off? Because my opinion there is, if you're not good with the public, then don't go public at all. Right?
No, it was his interview. It was his interview the other night. I've listened to it 3 times, and I listened to it on your replay. And I honestly believe this man is being lied to. I think, for one, okay, if there was trouble in paradise and he was talking to another waitress at the restaurant, maybe she doesn't come from a good home life. Okay, she likes the money, she likes her life, she likes it all. She doesn't want to lose it. She doesn't want to lose. I'm telling you, T, I have a feeling that she's lied to
Somebody
this.
said Jody Arias. I think they might be right. That her standing up on her head and shit during the interview. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, of course I've seen that.
Yep,
Jody Arias.
She gives me those vibes. I mean, and I think,
but we're not seeing no action like that, though. I mean, I ain't seen her standing up on her head yet, allegedly.
Yeah, ain't nobody seen her do nothing.
Like, yeah, I know, I get it. Because trust me, people from the Yogi Bear campground, including Nancy Drew, is out there and they're watching.
And what if she did this, OT? Okay, I'm fixing to protect you. Okay, I'm fixing to protect you. This is alleged, and this is all my opinion. This is not fact. What if she did do something and she took that boy and dropped him off at that construction company over there at that landfill, and she said, go ahead. I got you wrapped up in this. I'm telling you, there's something about her. There's something. I think he's starting, because think about it, they've been in close quarters. I think he's starting to really realize who he's married. And he thought, after being married so many times, that he was this, big guy up on a pedestal. I think that he's met his match. And I think he's scared. And I think he's going to crack. I really do. And there's one other thing. When she talks about, in that one interview, she talks about, what is the one thing she talks about? Going to Culver's and getting a milkshake. And she always says, extra malt. It's always extra malt. Always extra malt. What if she gave him his medicine and what if she went by and got that shake? I want to know if she's on video going by and getting a shake from Culver's that night. I want to know. Because she really emphasizes that. If you watch her body language, he goes to Culver, always gets that shake, extra malt, always extra malt. And she kind of makes this laugh about it. And there's something about that just don't sit right with me. So I'm hoping, if Chris is innocent in this and he's starting to figure her out, or he knows, he needs to go make a deal, because Sebastian needs to be brought home. He needs to be brought home. But I mean, that's a different perspective. That's just my perspective, and it's a different perspective. You know, it's my opinion. But see, we've been in this for a while.
Yeah, this is wild, Tiffany. I don't know. This is wild. I'm kind of blown away just from the anger and frustration that was in that interview last night. It was, I don't know.
Because he's freaking out. He's freaking out. Why do you think he's freaking out? One, his family.
I don't know.
Two, faith.
I'm just a man protecting his wife. Okay. I mean,
yeah. Well, she's got him on the puppet on the string, I'm afraid to. I think this is going to wind up being, and I may be wrong. We don't know anymore. It's just that interview. There was a part of that interview my husband and I were listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you know what? I'm a stepdad, because he's the stepfather of my children. But he looks at them as if we don't do that around here. We don't do that. But he's like, I can almost feel. He said he loves that boy. He said, I get it. I would be the same way. He's like, Tiffany, I think he's genuine. And I'm like, I know there's a lot of it that I think he was genuine in. I said, I think he's being lied to. I think he's got a manipulator as a wife that's a narcissistic sociopath.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the man is at work.
We'll see, though. I don't know. I appreciate you, Tiffany. Thank you for calling in. Wild case. This whole entire thing has been like a circus, I feel like. And all we're trying to do is bring coverage to Sebastian, to find Sebastian. I mean, that's all that my focus is trying to help as much as I possibly can to spread this little boy's name out there. And again, I mean, I feel like some of the information that came out, that shit should have been out a long time ago. Why leave Seth into the blue to where he's trying to chase down details that shouldn't matter? That should have been already told to him, like his son's pair of clothes and things like that. It's just small things like that can mess with somebody's mental and make them lose their shit because they're thinking about it all night long. And that's kind of what Seth has been going through. And he could have known those details earlier on. He could have known that they were using the clothes from Texas Roadhouse to, track a scent. I mean, little things like that was throwing in speculation in his mind and messing with them. I feel like when I hear it, he just found out literally that they were using it for scent. So I don't know. Again, it's all messed up, Tiffany. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for being a voice for Sebastian.
Always.
Crazy.
Always. All right. Take care.
God bless you. Shout out to you. Stay vigilant. 219-885-9693. Tiffany got me over here thinking about what she was saying. I'm like, 256, you're in the mix. Talk to me. 256, can you hear me? You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I was like, hold up, what's going on? We got a delay? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you.
It's nice to have you. Where are you calling in from?
This is Tammy, and I'm calling in from Alabama.
Alabama. So what are your thoughts right now as this sits? You seen that interview last night, probably. What are you feeling?
Yeah. That was really hard to swallow. Really, really hard to swallow. My heart's just ripped apart about this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
I had a narcissist in my life a long time ago as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just, my heart just rips apart for this little boy having to live through that. And I'm also autistic. So I know how dysregulating it is to be eating a bowl of cereal and all of a sudden somebody walked through the door in a rage because you've got a mess, you've spilled some or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very dysregulating. You never know whether you're coming or going. You never know whether you're doing something right or wrong. And you don't know when they say you did something wrong, you don't understand what you did wrong.
Right.
It's very disturbing. And this little boy, he doesn't deserve all of this.
Mm-mm.
And this Chris fella, I don't know. I have said from day one, when I seen this story unfolding, and I seen the first interview with them, and the second interview, he knows what went on. And I've watched him close, and I've listened to every word he says, and I've listened to his word salad stuff where he, says, well, it was, we don't have a Ring doorbell. Well, no, he may have another brand, but he's not technically lying. So, listening to him twist the truth and twist everything around just brings back just ugly, haunting memories for me. But this whole situation, I really believe with all my heart and soul that night she was talking to him on the phone, and that baby wasn't in the bed, and it was 10 o'clock, and she was still hearing him. And I believe with all my heart that man got mad and made her do something, to correct him, to punish him for not being in the bed because he's a control freak. And something went terribly wrong. And that's what happened to that little boy. Now, whatever they done with him, however they got him out of the house, wherever they put him, whether it be at an institution or in a grave, unfortunately, he knows what happened to that baby. And just like she said in that last interview, this tragedy. And I hate that. And I'm praying to God in heaven that he's got him somewhere safe and that he's not, nothing bad has happened to him. And my heart goes out to Seth because I can see Seth, is not.
He's broken.
Yes, he is broken. He's not in a good mental state.
He's missing a piece of him, That's what it is.
And this not knowing where his baby is, not knowing basic details, and of course Chris, as a narcissist, he's doing nothing but torturing him.
Shit, he was inviting us. He was inviting us down there last night to search his house. He told me, "Come on down and search."
This guy, a narcissist, they just build you up just to tear you down and watch you hurt and suffer. So, that's what they do. That's the only way they get pleasure. And his disrespect toward women and the way he treats them and goes in, I don't know. I don't think I could have sat there like those women did.
Right. And let him talk like that? You mean like the
I would have disconnected him. Yeah, I'm sorry. I would have disconnected him.
Or at least would have said, hey, I'm not talking to you like that. Can you talk to me at a level like I'm talking to you? Like something like that.
Yeah.
Or that.
You speak to me with respect or you're going to be hung up on. That's it. You're going to be off the show.
But I really do feel like those comments, it's like stay away from those comments. Stop staring at them because there's going to be people that are saying stuff. Just
exactly. And, that's what he wanted. I mean, he wants to cause chaos. He wants the attention. He's a narcissist. He has to have that attention. He thrives on it. He has to have that control over people. I mean, that's just the way he is.
If you ever be in control, get out of that. Right?
He will set you up and then tear you down just to watch you. That's his pleasure. They're just, I had to turn it off toward the end. I just said I had enough. I can't even stomach listening to it. When Seth came on and the way the conversation was going, and Seth's a bigger man than I would have been because I'd have done pounded him in the ground. So, I know that if you listen to him, he will never, ever, ever open his mouth. He becomes a mum when she starts talking about what happened. He was on that phone with her. He knows what happened.
Right.
He was on that phone. She invited him in that house when she picked up the phone and started that conversation with him.
And you know what? It was that's kind of what Peter was talking about on his channel, Peter Hyatt. He said the same exact thing. I think that KP invited CP in on the phone call, and that's what he said. I'm just using the words that he said. That's what he was talking about and the way that he was carrying his theory. But I don't know. I'm curious to see his thoughts on that last night interview too, as a professional.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, I know he was drinking or doing something, because when he first started talking, me and a friend of mine that been watching this together and keeping up with this.
Yes, ma'am.
I looked at her when he first started talking, and I said, "Has he got his teeth out?" Because he was slurring his S's, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
I said,
For sure.
you know, has he got his teeth out? And she started laughing. She said, "No, I think that's alcohol talking."
Hold up.
You know.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. That he said the alcohol. I mean, I guess they are at the campground from what people are reporting to me that are out there.
Yeah. Well, he needs to stay off of the phone lines, because he's not doing anything but causing people to hate him even more. I mean, you know, when you hear his voice, you just cringe. I do. I don't know. And I don't think there's too many women out there that don't cringe when they hear his voice, because they have had encounters with people like that before. But I'm not going to hold up your lines.
Well,
but
I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for calling up, being a voice for Sebastian. But not only that, sharing some of your story too, dealing with the narcissist. I mean, again, I don't personally know this guy. I just know from what we watch. That's it. That's it.
Well,
I just know from what we see. That's all. And I appreciate you again. Thank you for calling in and using your voice here tonight. We appreciate you, ma'am. God bless you. Stay vigilant and lock your doors. He said CP will steal your wallet and help you look for it. That's crazy. I've been with a narcissist. He fits the definition perfectly. Mary said he set Seth up, got him in tears. And what? To get control of Seth? 315, you're live. Talk to us.
Hey, T-REV, this is Julie in Syracuse, New York. How are you?
Julie from Syracuse, New York. I'm hanging in there. I'm, Sunday night. We're relaxing. We're talking about this. We're keeping the game alive. What is on your mind?
I don't know if we're relaxing, but I'm happy to see you on. I was mad I missed you last night, but my sister and I, you played a voicemail for me a few nights ago. My sister Jacqueline and I, we've been watching you, and I've heard.
I think you're breaking up a little bit. Might have lost you all the way. Sound like you got bad service or something. I don't know. She's fully muted, I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. She fully muted herself. What's going on, Amethyst? Nice to see you. You say, hey, Brad Mods. I'm glad I caught alive again. Battling a stomach virus. So I'm unfortunately up and awake now. Yeah, stomach viruses suck. They're bad. 928. It's never too late. What's going on?
Hey, T. How are you?
Hanging in there. What's going on, Trace?
I just can't. Everything's okay. You know, something that I was noticing is there is a lot of animosity in that talk.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of animosity, and it's like almost like a chess game. You know how, like, when you see professional players, how things get intense, one trying to keep ahead of the other's move or strategize on another. It seemed like that to me. And it's like, really, you guys, there's so much animosity, even in, like, people like me, because I've called in and been upset, and stuff about the little ones, and I was upset. Remember that call? Because I mic dropped on that call.
Yeah, I remember.
But it's like, it's almost like this animosity is all like a contagion, like it's spreading. And I think that
do you think it's built up from Katie maybe stressing to Chris, like, look at what these people are saying? Is it something like that? Or
well, I think she's egging him on in his masculinity, you know what I mean? Because we all know the guy's a narcissistic jerk anyhow. So if they feel like they're losing control of a situation, well, then they turn into a grizzly bear with rabies. You know what I'm saying? And then they go chest thumping and doing all that kind of thing. But, I know that, because I'm a mom, you know, that, you know, all of us moms are upset with Katie because she's not acting like a mom should be acting right now, you know, and it seems like the only one that has any feelings in it that's even really worried or upset is Seth, you know, and then you got the camp that's wanting to blame him for things, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that it's all this animosity and all this anger that's kind of fueling everybody, you know. And that Kim lady that called in, my heart got broke when I heard her speaking, and I'm going to put her on my prayer list. So I just wanted to say that too. But, you know, I think we need to just pray for peace, for God to be God over this situation. He knows what has happened, what has occurred, you know, for him to send his peace into this, because right, wrong, or indifferent, these adults that are the circle that's around this kid need to band together, and they need to figure out what happened. If there's people playing games, that needs to stop. If it's, you know, a matter of somebody's got him hidden out in a place or whatever, that just needs to stop. And I think the only one that can turn it around is Jesus, you know, and so I think that we need to pray for that kind of an intervention in all this.
For sure. Pray every day for this boy.
Yeah, but I think, you know, like the adults, you know, even the ones that we think are doing wrong and whatever, because God he can convict the heart and make somebody start speaking the truth, you know, so we need to ask for that as well. But, you know, this whole thing is it just seems like a clown show to me. You know, like if you go to a circus and you see the clowns, they all pile out of the car and they do a Chinese fire drill around the car. You know what I mean? It seems like that's what this thing has devolved into, and it's not right. I don't like it.
Yeah, shit is.
You know, here we've got this child that is a special needs child out there. We don't know if he's alive or dead. We don't know if he's out there scared or if he wandered off, you know, or ran away and maybe, you know, got in
We don't even
trouble
know
with
the direction he went in.
Huh?
We don't even know the direction he went in.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't even know the direction he went or anything like that. It's just super weird.
Yeah. So, you know, we need God to start bringing the truth out so that he can either be found, because you got to think that little kid's probably scared, you know?
Yeah, I think so too.
And if the theory is that he thinks that he wasn't wanted and loved, if that's the case, then he's scared and hurting, not knowing what to do. And his mind don't perk the way ours does, you know?
The question, where would he go, though? Say he did run away. Where's he going?
That's the question right there. That's the question. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Something could have befallen him after that, you know, and that kind of thing. Bad things happen to kids in this dark world these days.
They do.
It's awful. So I just want to ask everybody that's a praying person, to just pray for God to intervene and bring the truth out finally, so that either this child can be rescued or laid to rest.
It's just, I mean, I don't even know what I think at this point. With
I
just
don't
the
either.
circus that this has been, it's like, you know, it's what was it? We just figured out that they had to close. You had Seth on different podcasts asking or messaging TBI and not getting any answers when that could have been given 30 plus days ago.
Exactly. It's like, okay, now why is LE acting the way they are? You know, it's all a bunch of craziness.
They may have be close to the vest. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They might have a theory close to the vest that they need more information on in order to do something with it. So, I mean, there's no telling what they have. I appreciate you calling in, Tracy. Thank you as always. Nice to hear from you. It's been a while. Make sure you lock them doors and you stay vigilant. I appreciate you being a voice here always. Mama Tracy, we appreciate her. 219-885-9693. What did you want me to play? I seen somebody talk about. I'm sure Trev will play it. What is it? And I will play it. What are we talking about? He talked about leaving bruising is only abuse. Well, how's you back facing making her 315, you are live. What's going on?
Hey, Trev, I'm trying you back again. It's Julian here.
So hold up. I lost you. I was like, what's going on? It went completely.
Nah, I know. No, I just maybe a signal thing. Sorry about that. Thanks for taking my call.
It's okay.
My sister and I have been enjoying you since this unfortunate disappearance, I'll say, of Sebastian.
Yes, ma'am.
Lots I'd like to say. We were watching Web Sleuth live last night when that whole fiasco unfolded live, which I have mixed emotions about. I'll try to keep it succinct. I think that Chris had a huge opportunity given to him by this woman on this channel, Trisha, who I don't know. A huge opportunity to improve his profile a little bit. Not that I care about his profile, to be quite honest, but he had a chance and he blew it. I feel like he gave the internet fodder for months with his performance. I think he's a huge bully. I do agree. One of your comments earlier on the screen, one young woman in your chat said, we did get some questions answered. I mean, if we can believe him that they did give the clothes from the roadhouse to the authorities and maybe kind of confirmed that the only possible door he could have left was the front door.
Yeah.
The other door from the outside. So that was good. And he even had a second chance when Seth came on. I just feel like he is a master manipulator. He wants to control everything, and he does it under the guise of, I'm protecting my wife, Katie, because that's the job of a husband. And I'm not mocking that. I think that's an admirable thing if it's done in a genuine fashion. I do think that Seth has been manipulated by them. I think whatever little dirty laundry they think they have on him, I think they use Sebastian as a pawn, unfortunately. And he always comes in under, this is about Sebastian, not Chris I'm referring to, but somehow he always ends up to make it about him. And I think it got so heated because with the panel's questions, they touched a nerve. I mean, he went off the handle when they asked about the family, his family, when Seth wanted to dispel that rumor about, do your parents maybe have him? This is what's floating around.
Yeah.
Really that was telling. When Trisha asked him, do you mind my asking, what led to that CPS call? And he said, what does that have to do with the cost of eggs in China, which isn't even the correct expression. And my sister wants me to input here, my sister Jacqueline, and other people have mentioned this. If he speaks like this on, let's call it today's national TV, which is YouTube, but they used to say national TV in my day. I'm old. You're a baby. I'm not that old, but I'm much older than you. He can speak like this to grown women, professional women on live TV, and his stepson's father. Imagine the environment in that household. So whether you think that Katie and Chris, or one or both of them, are responsible for Sebastian's, disappearance, or maybe the poor kid maybe he did walk out of the house himself.
It's very well a possibility. I mean, anybody who has that written off, I think, is like, now you think a little bit. It's possible.
I've not been leaning towards that, I'll be honest. But after last night's performance, if anyone wanted to question his motive, girl, boy, there it is. Would you want to live with him? Again, and just because he's a jerk, that doesn't mean he'd had anything to do with it. He might have been in Memphis, Tennessee, getting his crane ready for his day shift. Maybe it was all Katie. Maybe he only knows what Katie's told him. That's anything's possible. I like when you say anything's on the table. But when we actually look at what we know, all we know is the poor kid is gone. It's been over 2 months. There definitely were problems at home. And my heart goes out to Seth.
People are
and I
talking
thought,
about that. People are talking about the dispatch, right? I think it's where
yes,
all doors are locked or something like that. 12 o'clock. I don't know. I see a lot of chatter about it though. And
yes, one of the comments was that the mother had reported that all the doors to the home were locked.
Yeah.
I'm torn between did the kid leave, whether by his own volition or someone else's in the middle of the night, or did he get locked out? Did he? And I've been a long time thinking, frankly, and Chris got really angry about that. Sorry, but I still have zero proof that he ever made it home from the restaurant. Release that grainy trash video. Let us see it. Let us look at it. Let's dream about it. Let's talk about it. You know? I mean, Chris wanted to just get on there and say, oh, everyone's talking about me.
Right.
He always, and honestly, my heart goes out to all of them. If they're innocent, nobody wants to be put through this. But he had a chance last night to come up at least a few notches. And I'm a very open-minded person, and he went like subterranean for me. I mean, really. It doesn't mean he did anything to Sebastian for this particular event, but it's quite evident on his behavior. This was not a happy household. And there's a reason, as Seth reiterated last night, that he started saying to his dad, I don't want to go back there. I hate it there. Now, poor Seth chalked it up to, okay, teenager. It's hard to go back and forth between two homes for divorced parents. I wish Seth had probed a little bit more. What's the matter, buddy? Why don't you want to go back? But in hindsight, we can all have 20/20 in hindsight. All of us, right?
I'll tell you what. I don't know. I do feel like there's a lot that we don't know as far as, you have them speaking out and saying certain things, and law enforcement's adamant that they seen him on camera. So I talking to Seth, he doesn't think he's seen the footage. You know what I mean? If they're saying that that's his son, he doesn't think he's seen it. So, and that's where some stuff comes into play. Is there another camera? Is there a camera that showed him leaving off the porch? Is there a camera that?
Right.
But then again, if that's the case, why did law enforcement tell the PI that she sat down with them? She was told that he was seen going to the driveway on the rain cam and going back inside, never to be seen coming back out. So that wouldn't even make any sense, right? If he did come out on the porch, is the camera not catching the porch either? That's
right.
What's confusing me.
There's a lot of disparities with this case, and that does happen. That's life. I mean, nothing is guaranteed. Like you say, everything is on the table. What I do say, you played my voicemail the other day. I felt a little bit bad because I did say, I don't think he's with us, unfortunately. And Smoke said, "Oh, I have hope." And I mean, honestly, like, I would love to find out. Yes, I don't want him to have been kidnapped, but we got him. Some stupidity had him, and he's safe, and we got him now, and we're going to help him. I would love that. I'm just being realistic and saying, the time has gone by, zero evidence, at least that we all know of as the public. Unfortunately, the odds are not in his favor, but I am praying for him. My sister's praying for him. I'm praying for Seth. And frankly, I'm praying for Chris and Katie, because we don't know. We don't have any proof. We can speculate all we want. But, you have a child, and you're going to be that child's mother. Oh, one important thing my sister pointed out, and everyone's mentioning, he's a narcissist, he's an abuser, me and Chris Proudfoot. I don't know how I feel about Katie entirely. I could say a lot of negative things, but on the angle that maybe he is all these things, we don't know. Maybe he did meet his match, like one of your callers just said, but we don't know.
I can't sit here and diagnose what he is.
No, we don't know. We don't know.
I don't know. All I know is what we've seen.
Her behavior is odd, and I think why so many people have really gotten so heavily invested in this case is that as human beings, and especially you've got a lot of female viewers as women, we connect with that. Now, I don't have any children myself. I have a goddaughter. I have two goddaughters, actually. But it's her behavior's been abnormal, at least by common standards, and everybody wants to just be some more, whatever. But, I hope for a resolution for all soon, because I'm actually honestly concerned about the health of, frankly, all of them. you know, but especially Seth. And I thank you for what you do. And I think you're a wonderful young man. I've enjoyed watching your shows, and your music. Honestly, is not my genre, but I love it. So I love the end of your show when you play all your songs. They're brainwashing. We sing them all the time. Dear Jesus, dear Mama. I mean, I love your songs. I think you're great, and I thank you for taking my call. And I really hope that we have some resolution soon, and that this doesn't go to a cold case that's unsolved for years, because Sebastian deserves justice, and Seth needs to have some resolution, and Katie as well. But if they had anything to do with it, I hope they get their justice too. And I'll leave it at that.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Shout out to you and you said your sister, right?
My sister Jacqueline.
Shout out
Yep.
to you and your sister Jacqueline. I appreciate you calling in and being
She's with me here.
Sebastian.
Thank you, honey. Thank you for
sharing
taking
your
my
thoughts.
call.
You're welcome.
God bless
Anytime.
you, and God bless everyone in chat.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. What the heck? Now, this is what you were talking about, Mom. What is it? Mom 2 by something life. I can't remember your name right off the top, but this is the one you're talking about. She said, go play this phone call because there's something in this phone call where somebody talks about trail cams or something. Let's check it out real fast. He doesn't even know the results to his own lie detector test. So how people let's hear it real quick. He failed a lie detector test baffles me. Okay, 615, you're live. What is going on?
What's going on with you?
You know, hanging in there, brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. My name is David. I just got one question. I want to know why Chris's mother's vehicle was parked up above the school at 5:45 in the morning.
Whoa.
On the 26th.
Really?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Hold on. Let's turn this up real quick. This is weird already. I forgot about this phone call.
Yep, we got the video.
You hear that? We got the video. He said we got the video. Hold up. Let's run that back real quick. Oh, we said he got the video. We got the video. David, what day was this phone call? I'm about to go back and find this guy's number. And he did not fail the test. He doesn't even know the results to his own lie detector test. So how people saying he failed a lie detector test baffles me. Okay, 615, you're live. What is going on?
What's going on with you?
You know, hanging in there, brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. My name is David. I just got one question. I want to know why Chris's mother's vehicle was parked up above the school at 5:45 in the morning on the 26th.
Really?
Yep, we got the video.
You got the video, and this was at what time? I said you got the
5:45 in the
video.
morning.
Like I actually got hyped because I heard him say that, and I remember this phone call, but it's weird. What do you mean you got the video, David? Where you at, David? Did you send this video in, David? What are we talking about? What? And what date was that?
The 26th of February.
Wow, interesting information that we're finding out here. Interesting. So, can you tell us a little bit about this?
Basically, her Fendi SUV was just parked on the side of the road about a quarter mile up from the school on New Hope Road.
Wow. On New Hope Road. Somebody said, send us the video.
We'll send it right now. Send it over.
Yeah, we'll put it right across the screen right now. He never sent it. You know why I remember this call, y'all? Because this dude never sent the video. I was sitting there refreshing the email over and over again. He's like, I'm emailing it now. I think he even followed me over to my other live and even said it, but never emailed it. He never sent it. Send it. Like, what are we talking about? You send it to you can send it to me at revgangtruecrime@gmail.com. Again, revgangtruecrime@gmail.com. REVGANG truecrime@gmail.com.
All right. It'd be trail cameras, so I guess you can pull it up.
Yes, sir. I mean, if you're okay with it, I'll pull it. Is that Ken Davis using a different name calling in? Like this person has been in and out of chat, I feel like, right? Or at least this is somebody and someone else, maybe, I don't know, Ken Davis and David and whoever. Why are they like, what's going on? What are we talking about? If you got video footage of a kid being handed over and you're not giving that shit up, man, I'm about to have to dig your phone number up. I'm about to have to go back and find your number and send it in the TBI because this is crazy. Why didn't I? I didn't even know about this. Like, as far as I knew about the footage or him talking about it, but personally, I'm thinking this is a troll. I'm thinking it's a troll because one, you're calling up and talking about some footage that you got, but you're not even showing it. And then I say, send it in. And you're like, okay, send it. And then get off. And then you're even in chat, like, I'm sending it. But you never send it. I don't know. Send it. You should be sending it to law enforcement. I don't know why you're calling me with that shit, but now I'm gonna have to dig your number up just to give it to law enforcement. Pull it up if you want to send it out. That way while we're talking about it, I can pull up a visual for everyone listening. Somebody said, "Woohoo! No fucking way!" People don't believe it.
About 4 or 5 people said it ain't her vehicle.
I'm gonna have to dig his number up.
It is her vehicle.
I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it. I did it before. I've dug up the last person's phone number who said some shit like this. April 11th, 2024. I'm digging this number up and I'm gonna find him. April 11th, 2024. It's at nighttime. I know this live's at night. I believe it is at night, or maybe even if it's day, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna look up every phone call from this time. I'm gonna look and then be able to add it up towards the end of this live because it's 3 hours and 33 minutes in.
Interesting. And this was at 5:45.
5:45 in the morning.
Wow. I'm baffled. We're looking for you. I got some people on my team checking emails and looking. So what are they looking for it right now? They said, what is his name? Or what email to be looking for?
David Carr.
Okay, I got you.
We'll get it sent over to you.
Yes, sir.
He said we'll get it sent over to you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and revisit it. I'm gonna open the lines back up. My bad. I wanted to hear what you were talking about directly, and yeah, that's definitely an interesting phone call for sure. I wish an ex-boyfriend or associate of Katie would let. Don't ever click the side of your mouse either, like I just did, because I literally just cut myself entirely off. I exited the stream. My bad. All right, I'm back. We got sound. We're good. I'm gonna pull this dude's number. I'm about to start searching for it while I'm taking phone calls. I'm searching for it while I'm taking phone calls. 1 second. April 11th. I'm on my way. I'm scrolling it right now. April 11th. Here we come. Dang it. Now I got to go back to this April 11th phone call like I did with that one guy that called in. This is crazy. I'm scrolling it all the way down. 1 second. I'm already at Wednesday. Monday. Let's see. We're on the 29th. I got a lot of scrolling to do. You said there should be cameras around the school? His area code is 615. Okay. Keep going. I'm glad you said that. That actually helps a lot. And it's scrolling super fast. Like I'm already at, I don't know. I'm going to give this guy a call. I'm calling him. I'm at April 20th right now. I'm going to call this guy. Who thinks we should call him? Here, let's go try. I appreciate you, K. Smith. Thank you. We're at April 20th right now still. Still a lot of phone calls, but April 19th, April 18th, April 17th. Let's keep going. April 16th. April 15th. We're on a roll here. We are on a roll here. April 15th. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, April 15th. Damn, I'm getting to this guy. 615. 615 Mom Life 2x2 says. We're almost there. We're at April 14th right now. And the funny thing is I don't even have my hand on the mouse. It's just scrolling so fast right now that I'm zipping to it. We're at April 13th. Coming. All right, we're at April 11th. Here we are. You said it was 615. I see 614. 614 being in the door. Let's go through this real quick. Where's our 615 number? 615, you're live. Where you at? Where are you, sir? It's I see 614. 614, 614, 614. A bunch of 614s. 414, 801, 281, 801, 414. You said it was 615. I don't see a 615. Let's play this back real quick. Hold up. Let me go hear it one more time. Just so I hear what I say. And he did not fail the test. He doesn't even know the results to his own lie detector test. So how people saying he failed a lie detector test baffles me. Okay. 615, you're live. What is going on?
What's going on with you?
Okay, so it is 615. You're definitely right about that. I see 614s in here. I'm not seeing a 615 yet. No 615 yet. Okay, I do see a 586. April 11th at 9 o'clock. Oh, we found it.
Bing bang.
Found it. Gotcha. And that's the phone call I answered at 9:46 at night. 1 second. Got it. Locked in. Here we are. 615. Okay. I got the number. It's over. You can call in now. I got the number. I got it now. I definitely have it. I'm going to send it over to the PI for sure. We just found it. I found that number. And that's the exact number from this night on April 11th at the time that they called. They actually called, and I'll be able to tell you right now. I think it was at 9:46. Yep, they called at 9:46 p.m. on April 11th and talked about that video footage. And I have the full number right here. And I'm definitely about to send it to the PI. You said, let's listen. We just listened. I'll play it again.
Hang in there, brother. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. My name is David. I just got one question. I want to know why Chris's mother's vehicle was parked up above the school at 5:45 in the morning on the 26th.
Really?
Yep, we got the video.
You should call him. You think I should call him? You think I should call him? Can't we call? I can. I could definitely call him. I'm looking at the number right now. I'm looking at it right now. All right. It's late though. You got to think it's 12:05. Hold up. Let me get. It's 12:05. 1 second. Let's try this first. Because it is late, right? Don't we agree it's a little late to be calling? Damn. It's 12:05. Like it's late. It is pretty damn late to be calling somebody. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I should call. It is late for real. Why the dude? He said, "Why the dude's name have to be Dave?" I don't know. It had to be Dave, just like the last person, right? The last uncalled. You said, "Don't call till you might tip him on." Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna send this over real quick. Let me go ahead and send this over. I'm gonna do this right now. I'll put this here. Send this shit to TBI. What are we talking about? I'm sending this to TBI right now. Okay. Send this shit over to TBI and PI. Everybody. TBI first. TBI website. TBI fine. Okay. Got it. You said next live. Text and ask if he can call in. That guy's, I don't know. I sent it over to the right people. I'm sending this email. Contact. Okay, that's where you send right here to them. And this is at 3. It starts at 3:31:57. 3:31:57 in this live. Let me grab the link to this. 931 was you're live.
Hi, this is Heather Cohen.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I just got a message that I needed to jump on here.
You said this is who?
Heather Cohen, I'm the
Oh,
PI.
Heather. Hey, what's going on, Heather? This phone call here that I received, 3 hours, 31 minutes, and 57 seconds. I found this guy's number that says he has video footage of, this vehicle being there by Chris's mom is what he claims. I have the phone number to this guy who said this.
Okay.
I can email it over to you.
Yes, please.
If you want to look into that, I can email it over to you. What's your direct email?
It's info@thejusticewarriors.org.
thejusticewarriors.org. So info@thejusticewarriors.org.
Correct.
Information. Okay. I'm sending this over to you right now. And I got the video link, which is 3 hours.
Have you seen the video?
No, I haven't. And he said he was going to send it right during the stream when he said that, but he never sent it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. I'm sorry. We've been hearing about this for several days now, and at first I was extremely excited about it, thinking, okay, maybe this is the break we've been waiting for. But so far we just have been kind of teased with this idea of it. And if he comes through, then he comes through, and it's something. But otherwise, if he doesn't produce, I'm gonna have to dismiss this.
Absolutely, and I agree. I just wanted to find it because of what somebody brought it back to my attention. I remember this person and I thought to myself, it's a troll, right? I'm just like, this is a troll.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but to have the number and be able to send it over to you guys and everybody who needs to have it, I think it's important in case he was telling the truth. So now you have the information, you have his phone number, and you can, dig through that.
Awesome. You sent it over already?
Yes, ma'am. I absolutely did.
Okay, stand by, and I will see if I can get a hold of him. And I know it's kind of late, so but I'm go ahead and try to call him now and see if he answers. And if you want to just hold, I can call on the other line.
Yeah, go ahead. That'd be perfect.
All right. Okay, let me see if I can get this guy.
Yeah, trail cameras. Yeah, you did say something like that. Very interesting. Try to do reverse phone number search. Hey, the right people got it now. It was breaking. Yeah, she is calling. You say, Casey, are you connect? Property owners and public record and confirm same guy owns the store, friends with CP. Well, we're going to see what happens. Again, I'm glad that you re-brought that to my attention, Mom's Life. I forget your name, but I'm glad that you brought that to my attention just for the simple fact that finding that number and that'd be able to put that to bed all the way. You know what I mean? Like when you have the number, if you could find, if he's trolling, then he's trolling, but at least he got the number. Kristen said, is this real life?
Okay, so I'm back. I tried to call the number. I got a really weird voicemail, and it sounds like, I don't even know what it sounds like. Like it says we are not available to take your call, but it almost sounds like spam. I don't know. It's strange. It's not a voicemail I'm used to hearing. But I didn't leave a message. I'll try again tomorrow.
Okay. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm glad I got the number over to you. So now at least, if anything, it's a troll. I personally thought it was a troll, but.
Yeah. And I'll even try to do a reverse search on it here real quick too and see if if it's a legit number. But anyway, I hadn't been watching the show before I got the message to jump on, so I have no idea what you guys were talking about before I got on, but I'll let you guys get back to it and I'll just watch.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you, Heather. Shout out to you. Hopefully you get that information and that's able to be put to bed, because somebody saying that on a live, I can see why some people would be bothered by it.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, this has been a hot topic of conversation now for several days. So yeah, it'd be great to be able to either debunk it or confirm it one way or the other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree.
All right. Thank you. Have a great night.
You too, Heather. Thank you. Shout out to Heather for calling in. Appreciate her. That's PI. But yeah, we got that information over. So it is what it is. The number's found. Whoever that number is linked to, they're going to find it. Law enforcement will find out too. You know, they will. It is weird.
You got the video. And this was at what time?
5:45 in the morning.
And what date was that?
Weirdo.
The 26th of February.
Wow. Interesting information that we're finding out here.
Kate Smith, you said 1K here. So let's show it. I appreciate you. Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about this?
Basically, her Fendi SUV was just parked on the side of the road about a quarter mile up from the school on New Hope Road.
Wow. On New Hope Road. Somebody said, send us the video.
That's crazy.
Hopefully
we find out.
Over.
Yeah, we'll put it right across the screen right now.
What we send it to?
You send it to you can send it to me at Rep Gang True Crime.
I mean, I don't know. If you call from a number, I'm gonna find it. We're gonna find that number. I've had to do this before too with another Dave, right? Remember that? You said Heather needs to talk to Seth before us, right? It was meant to be. I don't know. We'll see. We will see what it turns out to be. K. Smith, appreciate you. Thank you again. This is crazy. I didn't even see that. Or like people bringing it back up to me. I've seen a couple people talk about it, but in my head, I'm like, this guy's a troll. But for some reason, I didn't think about rerunning and going back and getting his number.
You know, people.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I didn't.
It's been 2 months, and it's like, has it? Because it hasn't felt like 2 months to me. It's felt like one continuous long-ass day.
Large-scale search efforts by ground, water, and air came up empty.
Check your
Seth
spam.
now
I'm
hired
gonna
his
check.
own private investigators. He wants people to keep sending in tips because the next rabbit hole they go down could be the one that leads to his son. Do you have a belief as to what happened?
As for what happened, no. Because I have no information on what happened. But I do believe that policy needs to be changed.
You believe policy needs to be changed?
Walks out the door.
Seth said, I believe policy. It's 916. What's going on?
Hey, T-REV.
What's going on?
Hi. So I was listening to that conversation that Chris and Seth and the PIs were having yesterday. I watched that today, and a couple of things came to my mind. And this is speculation. Let's just put that out there. That way, you know, they made it clear. You know, I mean, all the, you know. But this is what I think. I mean, honestly, the more that Chris talks, I mean, number one, the more I don't like him. But the more I think that he doesn't actually have direct knowledge. If I had, this is what I think. I think honestly that Katie knows, and I think a lot of us think that. I think Katie knows, and I think that you know, Chris wasn't coming home. It seems like work as often, you know, and we do know, at least that's what his ex-wife said, or his ex-girlfriend, I think it was his ex-wife, that he was going to be getting custody of his child, and that Sebastian, we know, was going to be going to Seth full time
For the summer.
And
For the summer.
Okay, right. Okay, just for the summer. Okay, for the summer. And but full time for the summer, correct?
Yep. For the summer. And then he said he had him enrolled in, I forget what it was summer school?
Online school. Online school. So unless he's doing summer class,
right?
Summer school. Because remember, he said on that, he's like, well, he wasn't happy about going to Seth because he didn't want to do online schooling.
Right.
But anyway, but I'm thinking, here's what I think. I just don't think that Chris actually has like direct knowledge. I think that Katie actually, if Katie did something, I think she put in her car. And so when she went out to go look at 6 a.m., and this is just my thought, she went to look at 6 a.m., I think she had him with her. And it's speculation. Either she did something on her, she was looking for him, or if the Proudfoots, his mom or his brother were involved. These people seem extremely, if you just listen to the way that they talk and you see the video of his mother, there's just something off about these people. They just seem very dark to me. The way that Chris speaks, very condescending, it's controlling, it's manipulative. And looking at how his parents have some people that I've seen on video, it's bizarre. It's flat bizarre, and they're extremely protective of anybody actually looking for Sebastian, almost combative. So it's like, well, why? Where's that coming from? And if I was an law enforcement, I'd be like, this is very weird and strange behavior. So maybe she did house him off to his mom. And I, frankly, with these people, and I can't even believe I'm going to say this because I would never even think like something like this would be possible. But after hearing these people speak and looking at her post stuff, I think this is possible. I mean, maybe Katie did hand him off to his mom or his brother, and they took him to some school. And this is, again, speculation. Took him to some school for troubled children, or got rid of them. And stranger things have happened. And they did not know Chris specifically, because obviously the less that he knows, the less people know, less that law enforcement will know.
You sound like you're cutting in and out. Like, I don't know why, but you do. Like, you'll come in clear, and then you'll cut back a little bit.
Well, I have this fucked up phone. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
So where did you lose me?
I could hear you, but you were just cut. It was like fading in and out. You're good. I heard you.
You.
I heard you, but it was just, I was struggling trying to catch certain things.
Gotcha. So to me, it's, I think that his parents and his family and himself, I think they're pretty intelligent people. As far as like getting away with some mischievous things, and we kind of know that from his ex-wife's interview. If we are to believe her, right? I mean, it sounds like his family is, in my opinion, pretty mischievous, and will go to great lengths to get what they want. So my thought is the less Chris knows, right, the less people know, the less law enforcement will know. So he wasn't maybe given direct knowledge, because then he wouldn't be able to pass his polygraph test. And also, in my opinion, if she did this without his direct knowledge and his mom was involved, I just feel the way that he speaks of her. I can almost listen to his incantations and his speech when he's talking about both her and his mom. I just think there's some reticence and some reluctance there, that he doesn't really believe what he's saying. I think that somewhere deep in his gut, and I could be wrong, somewhere deep in his gut, it just seems to me like he might have a strong suspicion or a knowing without directly knowing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's all I wanted to say.
You never know. You never know who knows what they know, right? I mean,
I'll tell you,
at this point, it's just, where's Sebastian?
I'll tell you what I think, though. I think if this is correct, and I could be completely wrong, but if it is, I think that you're not going to get this guy to break against his mom. This guy is just like hell-bent behind his mother. I mean, he's just like, fuck. That's not going to happen. But I'll tell you who might break is maybe somebody in his family, like his brother. I mean, if there was to be some real pressure brought on him by law enforcement. But I think that the answer lies with Katie. And I think that it absolutely does. And it has to in some way. Either she was negligent and the baby got out, the kid got out. I'm calling him a baby. The kid got out, and she knows that there was something that went, by the way, who the fuck takes an autistic child like in some kind of normal day for lunch out and then bowling, and now it's dinner? I mean, I don't even get to do that kind of stuff. I mean, that's a big day. That's like the end, all right, what did I do right? I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, and not only that, they went grocery shopping. I mean, what a packed day, and especially for an autistic child. So, and when Chris speaks, he really has a sense of entitlement, like he is the father and he's not. He needs to take a back seat, and the way that he speaks to some people, like, let me help you with something, or I was talking here, and it's like, bro, I want to muzzle you. So do I think he knows directly? I don't, but I think that he knows, but he doesn't know. And I think the answer lies with Katie and potentially his family. But I'll get off and let somebody else call in.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to figure out who the hell is calling
and saying that they have video footage. Oh, we got the footage. That's crazy. I hope law enforcement boots your door off the fucking hinges.
Yeah, right. I mean, we don't need that.
I'm serious.
You know, the
too.
other second thought that I had, okay, and this is an option, and that is if that didn't happen, then he's saying, you know, that if he did go out the front door or out his own window, because his window was really low to the ground in the front, so there's a small bush there. It would be easy to walk out. But the fact that he had no shoes on, and he's got a history with fire ants, and there's like mulch right there, so that doesn't make sense. He would have gone out the front door. But if he did go out the front door for some reason, I still am going to go with the second option, and that there's always, I mean, you got a new development, a cul-de-sac, and it's dark, and I just know that coming from a small town, sometimes, you know, back in the day when pot wasn't legal, and I don't know if it's legal in Tennessee, drugs, alcohol, people will go sit in these cul-de-sacs. It's fucking really dark, and these new cul-de-sacs that are new developments, and the improvements are not done yet, so the street lighting is not up, so it's dark. It's a great spot to hang out and do drugs, drink, or whatever, you know. I mean, sometimes people do that because they can't go home, or the bar's closed. And so he's sitting there, you know, somebody could have been sitting there and saw him walk out, and it's just wrong time. That's my second thought.
You never know.
Okay, well, I'm going to go and let somebody else call in, but thank you for taking. Yeah, okay.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you. Lock your doors. Stay vigilant. Shout out to her. I don't know. Again, here, I mean, is there footage showing this boy going to the driveway? At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter, I think. Right? It doesn't. Put it out. None of it's helping. Where is he? Where the hell is Sebastian? It just doesn't make sense at this point. Nothing is adding up. Nothing's adding up. Not in this case to me. 214, you're in the door. Talk to you.
What's up, T-REV?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good.
Hanging in there. Just trying to figure out who the hell this person is.
Yeah, no, that's weird. I mean, it takes me straight back to Coburger days.
It takes me back to that too, where I have to dig up somebody's number from a weird ass call that they made.
I know. At least we learned during that how to scroll fast and get to them. Remember, it took us forever.
It did take forever. Actually, it took like, I think it was maybe so many days. I think it was like 35 days back. I had to go all the way back and pull the dude's number up, and then
it was like scrolling really slow, and then you figured out how to do it fast. And
yeah, this time I was ready. This time I was war ready for this shit. So I mean,
exactly, a learning experience.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, well, my question is, and I heard this, and I don't know if it's true, but was the mom Bowersox, was she at the house 20 minutes after the 911 call, or not 911 call, the law enforcement call?
I mean, that's what some people are saying. Yeah.
Okay, so my question is how did she know to go to the house?
Maybe phone call. Who knows?
Yeah, but they were on the call. They were on the phone with law enforcement.
You would think somebody probably, called her, Chris, or maybe they got off the phone by then and just.
They were on three-way.
Maybe they got off the phone with law enforcement and three-wayed her. Hey, was Sebastian ran away, or Sebastian, whatever.
Maybe, but 20 minutes, that's quick at that early in the morning to get dressed and be there, and that quick, it's almost like she had knowledge to get over there.
I'm with you. Maybe he called them. Maybe he called her first.
Maybe he did. Mom,
can you get over here, Mom? We need your help. You know what I mean?
He didn't mention that. He didn't say, I called my mom and told her to get the hell over there, and and then I called law enforcement. He would have mentioned that.
You would think.
No, I hope they check their phone records. And then the weird thing is they drive almost the exact same vehicle. I think I heard that it's just like a slight color off.
Yeah.
But I thought that was weird, but it's been, so long. It's like, when are we going to get a break in this?
I don't know. That's the same question I wake up with every day.
Because at this point, all the families at their breaking point, and they're, shit's getting wild.
That's the same question I have every day. Is there a break Is there a break when I wake up? That's the first thing I look for. And when I see nothing, it's like, goodness gracious.
Maybe that man that was calling in, I was thinking, that left the message, he seemed like an older man. He didn't seem like a young troll. I mean, it probably is a troll, but you know what I mean? He seemed older. He didn't seem like,
well,
some young kid that would be bullshitting.
Well, I'll tell you this much. TBI, they just got an email from me too. So
there you
if
go.
they need to get through and somehow, well, they will if they need to. They'll go through that shit and ping it back to the IP address and everything. Who knows?
Well, there you go.
They'll be able to
All
find
right,
out.
well,
That's how they do. I mean, I've seen stuff like that happen on Web of Lies. If you watch that show, Web of Lies,
yeah,
there's
that's a
people
good one.
that portray to be other folks just to do weird things, and they get caught up.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. Like they get caught
All
the
the
hell up immediately.
So I know, it makes me think I need to check every day what my kids are looking at on the internet.
So maybe this lead, it could be a lead if it is anything, or it's a troll. It's as simple as that. 50-50. You're either going to mark it out as being somebody, or it was a straight up troll. And I thought it was a troll.
It's just like if there's no video footage of him leaving, that kind of a theory makes a little bit of sense, because it's like, how would he have gotten out of the house? She could have put him in her car in the morning and drove,
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It just the video stuff makes no sense. It's like, where is he on video? And I know it was dark, and I don't know if I thought they said it was raining that night, or it was, I don't know, but it was almost a full moon. So there was light from the sky. I mean, so I need to check what the weather was, I guess, but because if there was a full moon, it's going to light up the sky.
Exactly.
So, but anyhow, I'll let somebody else call in. So I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, you too. I hope you do too. And thank you for calling in. I mean, again, this case it just drives me crazy because there's no leads. Well, I mean, we don't even know the damn storyline. The storyline's all over the place, right?
They haven't given us anything.
It's the actions.
It's just bizarre.
The actions too of the parents that are causing a lot of backlash.
And then it's like they never released a T-shirt. Well, it's like we're 60-something days in. How the T-shirt probably isn't going to matter. Why didn't you release that way long time ago?
The design, I'd have just went and found the picture of the exact T-shirt and posted it up. This is the T-shirt right here. Right.
That's it. You know where you shop at. You can go find it online.
Exhaust all that.
Especially if it's one of those Minecraft, like those. I mean, you can find it.
He thinks it's all about him. I think it would make Seth feel good to have you and to hang with them, or hang with and have someone positive by his side on search. Also, hell with CP permission. Get that damn dog.
I mean, and from what I was understanding from that conversation, CP didn't want anyone to go search in his house. I mean, I guess law enforcement's been in there, a dozen times, they said. But, I mean, why not just let him look in the house?
Well, yeah, I agree. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. This is crazy. Once again, I'm trying to find out who this person is behind this number. I see who it is. I see a name, but it's not adding up to the voice. If you understand what I'm saying. So,
okay, gotcha.
Weird. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you being a voice here tonight. As soon as I hear something back on that tip and everything that Heather's looking into, we'll be able to put that shit to bed. So hopefully,
all right, cool.
Hopefully they find that. Thank you so much. Shout out to her. 219-885-9693. The phone lines are still open. I'm hanging out here. I'm doing a little bit of research behind here on this weirdo. I don't know. Trying to look up every name attached to this, which is one. 845, you're live. Talk to me. Damn, 845's got the scary feet. Don't get scary on me. He said, based off the footage, we have seen it. It's way too dark to be specifically if someone, or to see, especially if someone was outside walking around or not. Let's see you, Maya. 618, you're never too late. Talk to me.
Hey, T-REV, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I have a lot to say about, the one thing I caught, I don't know if anybody, I just found your live because I was rewatching the interview with,
CP?
with Chris. Yeah. The thing that really got to me was when he was on Nancy Grace, he said that he didn't need to take a polygraph because he was at his work, and now all of a sudden he's taking 2 polygraphs. But what? Did that confuse you? What is he talking about?
It's very confusing.
Why is there 2 different stories there? What's going on with that?
I have no idea. I mean, I think we're all thinking the same thing, except you got some people that aren't, but I don't know. It's just weird when you see conflicting statements.
Well, just that part for me was weird. Okay. He is a very, I mean, if I was Sebastian, would you want to live in that home? I would not want to live with that man. Oh my God. I would be terrified because I'm not a confronting person. I don't like confrontation. I like peace and happiness and joy in my life. And to have somebody just be screaming and yelling, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine my life. It would be horrible. So if he did run away, and I don't know. It's just, I'm blown away by that. Why the 2 different stories? And why did he get on his polygraph? And then why did he get so irate over his mom? And did anybody find out who Bobby and Carter is?
Bobby and Carter. Interesting.
Yeah, who are they?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Bobby and Carter myself, so. Oh, wow.
So nobody knows who he's talking about the Bobby and Carter?
Not that I don't anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are privy to that information, but I'm sure not.
Yeah, it seemed like I felt like it was a threat too. Well, we'll just bring Bobby and Carter and have a powwow. Like, what? Why can't you just say yes or no? No, my mom wasn't there. Nope. She has nothing to do with it. Nope. And leave it at that. Why did he go on such a rampage on that? Oh my gosh. But I don't know. My family was in Nashville over the weekend. We're from Illinois. So my son he's an MMA fighter, so they were down there in Nashville. And my daughter knows about this case because I told her all about it. And I said, did you see any posters up of Sebastian? She didn't see anything in Nashville. Nowhere. No posters, no nothing. And that's kind of concerning.
Bobby is mom? Okay, Stephanie, I see you. Bobby is mom. Bobby and Carter, TBI agents, detectives for TBI. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was investigators. That's what I thought, but I didn't look too deep into it. Don't involve me. Bobby is CP's mom. CP is overbearing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering why the lie.
I was one of those that thought the same thing.
What's going on with the lies? What's going on with he never took a polygraph on Nancy Grace, and he didn't need to because, they knew where he was at, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden now he took 2 different polygraph tests. What? When did you take these polygraphs? What? That didn't make no sense to me. I just did not get that. I don't know. That's all that's blowing my mind. I'm still thinking. He also said something about people thinking outside the box. Why do you want to think outside the box? But because we want to find Sebastian. That's why. Like, what? Why can't we think out? We have to think outside the box. To come up with something, to figure out where could it be. I'm the person who came up with Minecraft, thinking that he could have talked to somebody on the Minecraft thing, because I'm a Minecraft player, and I have Minecraft stuff all around my house, like Minecraft lamps and everything Minecraft. So I'm still leaning on that. Like maybe somebody grabbed him up and he's somewhere. But the way that guy was, I mean, wouldn't you want to run away too? I would want to run away if I was in that home. There's no way I could live like that. He's an angry person. Like you can't even. And then him acting like he's some kind of gracious person at the very end. All he did was still Seth's light. You know, Seth was trying to say what it was his turn to talk, what he wanted to say, what his feelings were going to be, and then Chris comes flying in and steals the moment and trying to look all gracious. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took the end of that thing. Didn't look good to me.
Oh, I see somebody that found. Ooh, interesting. That's interesting.
All right. Well, that's all I have to say.
Good.
Thanks for all that you do. Prayers for Sebastian. Prayers for Seth. Prayers for Katie and Chris. I mean, you got to pray for them. There's a prayer called there's a prayer that you call if you're angry at them and you have anger at them. You can say the resentment prayer at them, and it kind of works. It calms you down inside because they really get your blood boiling, don't they?
That's a fact. They definitely get your blood.
I mean, they do. I mean, how else can you take it? Him screaming and yelling, her not looking for her son. They say they're looking, but that lady that drives by and always filming, you don't ever see him leaving. That's like, what? When are you looking? Well, you don't see it. Well, are you sneaking out in the middle of the night with some headlights and headlamps on your head? And that's when you're traveling 200 miles back and you, what? What? When are they looking? I don't get that either. Because of the little lady that's driving by and it's shining a light, you know, going, hey, there they are. They haven't left. There's another thing I don't understand. So that's what gets my blood boiling. So I have to say the resentment prayer because I don't like to carry around anger and hate in my soul.
Well, I appreciate
But that's all I got.
Yeah, you're good. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for calling in and being heard. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good night. Make sure you stay vigilant, lock your doors. But Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, there's no sign of this kid anywhere. And it's getting worrying. It's worrisome that he's been missing for this long and that there's nothing spotting him out there on camera. We're not hearing about him being seen anywhere whatsoever. So again, start back at ground zero and search again in that whole entire area. Because if he truly ran off on foot, he's going to be around that area within a 5 to 10 mile radius is what I'm looking at in case he got abducted while he was, out on foot. But what's the chances of him running away from home and then getting abducted? I mean, it can happen. That's a fact that it can happen. But if he truly did run off on foot, he's probably going to be near or within 5 miles to 10 miles at best.
Right, but I have a theory that he just didn't take off. He met up with somebody because of the flashlights. That's the flashlights that you showed on your show. That the flashlights. That's what makes me think that maybe he met up with somebody and they found a way out. They found a way to sneak out, and they got out because he needed to get away from that family. That's my theory on it. That's what I'm hoping. That way he's going to be alive. He's alive somewhere, somehow. But just like Storm said, he said, would you want to go home? Would you want to go back home if you were watching this right now? If you were Sebastian, would you want to go back home? No, you would not. But I hope you come out with some new music. I love your music, and God bless you, and Sebastian, Seth, and everybody. Have a good night.
You too. God bless you, man. Thank you. Shout out to her. This dude's voice, is that what you
baffles
said?
me. You got the video. That way, while we're talking about it,
I don't know. The dude's voice is like, hold on, 703. What's going on? You're live.
Hello, T-REV. Armando, how you doing?
Armando, what's going on, my friend?
I'm doing all right, man. I just perusing the YouTube, and what you're talking about is very interesting. It looks like a young man went missing or something.
Yes, sir. Young man named Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers disappeared from his home on the night of like February 25th, going into the 26th. And again, to not be seen on camera, there's no inkling of a sign of this kid anywhere.
So, how old is the young man?
15.
15. Huh. Do they think he's alive, or they think he's not alive?
They think, well, he hasn't been declared dead. Let's just say that. They think he possibly ran away.
I mean, that happens sometimes. I mean, it's February or March, April.
He's I mean, we're talking, this is an autistic boy. Again, I don't fully know the conditions of how he is, because I've seen like one video and barely anything in that. But again, this boy, autistic 15-year-old, allegedly left home between the time of 10 p.m. So again, I don't know. And then it's kind of weird because I was just listening back to something just a second ago, and it was the law enforcement during the dispatch. They said the doors were locked or something. I forget what they said, but it was weird.
So I mean, he's a grown I mean, if the doors are locked, I mean, they're not locked from the inside, right?
Correct.
So I mean, you just unlock the door, you walk out, right? I see what you're saying in terms of the doors locked. I guess that nobody could break in to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
No, this is what I'm saying. This is allegedly he had just disappeared. When mom went there at 6 a.m. in the morning to wake him up for school, he wasn't there.
You know, as a parent, that would be my worst nightmare. Waking up, my child not being here in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard somebody explode. I heard something like that. Was that the father, or was that like a stepfather? Was that the real, or just another guy? Who was the guy who was yelling in the video? Some guy was yelling in a video with gray hues. Who was that guy?
Yelling in a video. That's I'm pretty sure that was CP Chris.
Who? Chris.
That's the stepdad.
So is that? He's a stepdad.
Yes,
okay.
sir. Armando, that's the stepdad. Chris is the stepdad. CP.
Okay.
So when you see CP, that's who they're talking about.
Okay. So I'll just say this about, like, look, I don't know what it's like to be a stepfather, but I know what it's like to be a father. And I'll say, like, sometimes you have to. There's discipline. Some people don't like to hear discipline, but you have to discipline, not physically, but you have to correct and teach kids things. And sometimes it can sound rough, but maybe he's trying to help. I don't know. I didn't hear the whole thing, but I mean, I don't always jump to conclusions when I hear somebody getting loud, because sometimes they're trying to make a point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're trying to help. But as men, you know how it is, T-REV. That's how we talk, man. I mean, sometimes we just get a little aggressive. I mean, with the words, like, we don't mean wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're just passionate, especially we're trying to say something. I don't know exactly the whole story, but sometimes I can raise my voice, and people will be like, I can't stand the sound. Well, hey, that's your problem, not mine. I'm trying to raise kids here. You know what I'm saying? And keep them out of trouble and help them down the right path. Because I can't just let them get away with everything. I have to have rules. But so I don't. But I like the lady before that called. She made some good points too. So I'm just like, I was just tuning in. I'm trying to gather. So I apologize for asking you for everything that's happened, because I'm trying to gather what's happened on the case, because it sounds so interesting, right? Because I was listening to your channel back with the Idaho case.
Yeah, Idaho 4, yeah.
The Papi Rusher, he called into the show. Didn't he call into the show?
It was some weird Dave dude that called in, but yeah, I know you're talking about.
Well, oh, did you ever find out was that Papi Rasha or no?
I have no idea. They allegedly wasn't him, but who knows? Allegedly.
Well, hey man, I push. Dude, you need to you need to like get a podcast or something, man. Like you like people enjoy it too. You got 1,400 people watching you, man. I mean, there's something about it. People like something about you, man.
Yeah, no
This
doubt,
is
bro.
crazy. I mean, because I go to some channels. I know a guy. He's a YouTuber. He can't even get 20 people to watch his live channel. He doesn't do crime. He does other stuff, entertainment, things like. He can't even get 20 people on the channel. You got 1,400. I mean, I don't
pay. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. I don't pay attention to the numbers. I actually put a clock over the numbers, so I don't see how many people are in here.
That's probably good, man. It would boost your ego a little too.
I don't look at
it.
I don't look at it. Like I don't like looking at how many people are watching me. I don't care about that. So I put a clock over it every time. So when I put that 6 minutes on and I'm talking to you on the phone, it's over top of the number of viewers. I don't like looking at how many people are watching me. I just don't. That's something that I don't like doing. Sounds weird, but it's just I don't like seeing that. I don't care. Like I'm just gonna do what I do. I'm gonna go live, be who I am, and get off without looking at how many people are in here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the key, man. You guys just not care. You just don't give it. It doesn't matter. And then the people show they like that. But anyways, I'm gonna keep attuned to this case. Hopefully, they pray they find Sebastian Rochers. May Jesus protect him and the family. And I mean, that's all we can do is pray, I guess, at this point, right? But I mean, never underestimate the power of prayer. That there's no other. Never underestimate the power of prayer. If you believe in that, if you don't believe, then that's fine. I'm just saying in my own life.
I agree.
All right. Well, hey, have a good evening. I'll talk to you later, T.
You too, brother. God bless you.
God bless.
Shout out to him. Appreciate him. Shout out to him. He said T-REV so down to earth. That's why I appreciate you. Has Sebastian ever been known to lock the front door in the past? Is he capable of doing it? I mean, that's a good question. I don't know that. I can't answer it. I definitely can't answer that question, but it's a great one, Happy Dude. Is he known to lock doors? You said, but he watched the interview with CP, so he's not brand new to the case. Oh, we side-eyeing Armando now. In my opinion, there was no reason for CP to hit that child with the belt. There are other ways to punish a 10-year-old or a 10 to 11-year-old kid for lying, if that was truly the case. All right, I need to wake up. Or more than 10. Okay, I seen that. Didn't he say the auto locks when you go out? I don't know if I remember him saying that. He might have. This case keeps me up at night. Hold up, I got some video too. I'm about to pull it up. 1 second. I'm trying to download it. And I'll show you something. Let's pull this one up. This was from, I think this was from yesterday. I'm about to pull this up. 1 second. Let me email it to myself. Okay. Shout out to Drew out here. Not that email. Okay, there we go. I'm about to pull it up right now. Watch this. Interesting. It didn't send yet. That's wild. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Hey, T-REV, Rev Gang family. It's Sound of Silence from Australia. I learned from last night's interview that CP is a real asshole. Yep, I said it. He showed his true colors, who he really is, I invited him into your chat. Of course, he didn't show up. He's too chicken to show up. And there's a lot of things that came out of that. He was very aggressive to the women, and it's just not on. Anyhow, that's my thought. That's what you asked the question, so I'm answering it. I learned he's an asshole. See ya.
She said you asked the question and I'm answering it. He's an asshole. He is, for sure. I feel you. Hold on, let's see what Nancy's saying though right here. Hold up. This was from today, I believe. I'm checking. Yeah, it was from today.
There they are.
From today.
Not them, but her car's there. And it's 4:48 on a Sunday afternoon, April 28th.
You heard that. April 28th, Sunday afternoon. They're watching. I told you, the Yogi Bear campers are out there watching. Sebastian had what? Chromosomal deletion syndrome? Fluid on the brain and autism. He never should have been hit, let alone with the belt. My keypad does not lock automatically. Y'all gotta stop side-eyeing people so much. Live Thankful says. The dispatch call from that morning. I'm about to go to that too, because I know it's in that case discussion. I'm gonna scroll up real quick. I'm looking for it right now, actually. What the hell is it? It's way up here, goodness. It is from April 26th, I believe. I'm about to go on the second channel in a minute too. I'm actually thinking about going over there. Who's trying to join me over there late night? What's going on? The 26th. I'm trying to find your stuff, Dana. You posted it on the 26th, and you were talking about something in the dispatch, I believe. Trying to remember because I was just looking at it earlier. Okay, here it is. You said I couldn't figure out the first word, but they said before, be home before midnight, or maybe it was be inside by midnight. Let me find it. It's at 26 seconds. I think she says promise to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked now. All right, let's listen to this. Let's pull this up real quick. Downloaded.
Missing juvenile, 1008 Stafford Court, 1008 Stafford Court, Hendersonville.
Shout out to NY.
Caller advised this morning there was a 15-year-old male was knocked to death. Medium white male, 30 blonde hair, 4.5 foot, 120 pounds. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatband. Female knows that's from autism. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked at this time.
He had to be home by midnight. It does sound like. Hold on, let's hear it.
Midnight. All the doors. I was going to be in the home before midnight. I was going to be in the home before midnight. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked.
This is the first time it happened. He was supposed to be in the home before midnight. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Is that what I'm hearing? He was asked to be home before midnight.
Time it happened. This is the first time it happened. Female does have a form of autism. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. First time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight.
He had to be in the home before midnight. Like, what am I hearing? What the hell am I hearing? He said that's what it says, right? Okay, so let's say that is what happened here, right? I feel like that adds a whole different narrative to this whole entire story. I feel like there's a whole different story that we don't even know about. If that's true, there's something we don't know about. Seriously, that's how I feel about it. 813 on with me. As soon as I open the line, you called it. What's going on, 813?
It's Jolie from Florida. How are you?
Julie?
Your prairie.
My prayer warrior. What's going on, prayer warrior? How you doing, Julie?
I think I'm good. I am good, and I did listen to the interview that you had, and I love the guy that's with you, Smoke. He is so smart, and he's so grounded. He's wonderful. I can see why you two are friends, by the way.
Thank you.
But I know that you are going to go off soon, so I thought it'd be a good time to pray and bring some more light and love back into the mix, if that's okay. Let's do that.
Absolutely.
You pray with me. Lord Jesus, you are so beautiful and so glorious, and your arms are holding us all so tight. And I don't know why you keep loving us so much when we're all so different and sometimes so ugly and angry and mean and spiteful and even ungrateful for all that you've done. But you do love us. You are the perfect parent, the perfect friend. And you are concerned. No, that's not the right word. You are so desperate to show us what love is. That's why you hung up on that cross. So I ask you to infuse that kind of love into our souls. Bring it into us deep, that we can rise above the anger and change. Be like you. We want to be like you. We need to be like you. Help us to be humble. Help us to be understanding, compassionate, empathetic, wise. Give us the wisdom of Solomon. Give us the power that you give to the Holy Spirit, that we can discern what is right, what is wrong, and show love. Please, Lord, bring that beautiful Holy Spirit into this heart of all of us. All of us. We all need you. And I really appreciate you, Jesus. And I want to give you gratitude. We need an attitude of gratitude. Help us to be always aware of what you've done and how much you love us. You will always love us if no one else does. So teach us how to love each other. The world needs love. It's so cold and so harsh. Help us to really love. That doesn't mean we excuse what's wrong and we overlook what's wrong. No, we have to correct the wrong. These things that have been done, they're wrong. But give us a loving heart that will always understand that people are human. And I pray these things with all my heart. I pray for Sebastian. Please, Jesus, show us what happened. Show us where he is. Bring him home. Bring him home. People are so grieved and cracking up over all this. But that baby deserves to be home, safe. And if he's not safe, then give us resolution. And if he's with you, well, glory, glory, glory for him. But I pray that we, as listeners of this family that T-REV has, can understand that sometimes things get ugly, but we don't have to be ugly. We can be loving and kind. Let us be like you, Jesus. Thank you. T-REV, I wanted to tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
One day I was in the bank. I was standing in the bank. You know, Jesus talks to me a lot. Him and I are mates. And I was not feeling well. And I said to him, should I go home or should I stay here? I don't know what to do. And this is what happened. He said to me, Jolie, look at the man in front of you. And I did. And he was a nice looking man, and he was strong and, a business type. And I said, I see him. He said, now look at the woman behind you. And I did, and she was beautiful, dressed to the nine. She looked like a very important person. And this is what he said, now look at the man in the front with my eyes. And when I looked at the man, he was straining with all of his might, trying to hold up a load that was too heavy for him. And he was bursting out with sweat everywhere, and he was just about crushed to the ground. And the Lord said to me, he's trying to provide for his family. Everybody wants a phone. Everybody wants a computer. He needs a 3-car garage. I mean, the burdens that are on him trying to hold up this load is too much. And he's just about ready to crack. And then he said, look at the woman behind you. And when I did, underneath her beauty, I could see bruises that she had been beaten and was hiding it. Yes. And so I said to Jesus, I see her. I see what you see. And this is what he said. Don't judge people because you don't know what's inside. Everybody has to pretend. Everybody here is pretending that things are really good, but they're hurting deeply inside. So always ask to see people through my eyes. And from then on, I learned that when people are ugly, there's something wrong. There's something hurting. There's something that needs to be healed. And I pray for that. People are under way too much strain in this world. They're trying to be what they think the world needs us to be. All this stuff we have, we don't need all this stuff. We just need love, and we need each other. And that's my thought I wanted to tell you.
I appreciate you, Joel. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for the prayer. Always love those two. And we need it. We need it for sure. And I do appreciate you calling in and always being an advocate and speaking out. We appreciate you, Julie.
And I love you guys, and I love the T-REV family. And that the guy that was on, the Spanish guy, and he said, you had all these callers. Don't listen to things like that. Good for you, because what you're doing is you're being a conduit for all of us, and we can't help that you shine like glory. Don't worry about that. Just keep being humble and kind and doing what you do.
Agreed.
Fame is so fleeting and so stupid. God bless you for everything, and have a good night. I hope everybody sleeps peacefully tonight.
Thank you, Julie. I hope you feel better. I don't know if you're sick right now, but I do hope you feel better.
It's late, and I just have been up watching you, and I don't have enough energy to get up and go to bed because I can't. I'm addicted to your show. I love watching, but I wanted to pray because it's late and people need to sleep in peace. So as a mama, as a grandma, I always say, sleep like the angels are with you.
Agreed.
All right. Good night, sweetie.
Thank you, Julie. God bless you. I hope you get your voice back soon. Thank you so much for calling in and being a voice. God bless. Julie, stay vigilant. Lock them doors too. Powerful. She's always powerful. She makes me speechless every time. 3-6, you're in the mix. Talk to us.
Lied to this man.
Can you hear me?
And
336? Yeah, maybe. 210. You on the show? What's going on?
Yeah, I think that call said something about he was last seen in the house before midnight. I actually remember someone had a slowed down version of that call on another YouTube channel like weeks ago, which would make sense if she went to bed at midnight. The dispatcher saying he was last known to be in the home at midnight. I think that's what it says.
Interesting. So we definitely need to get a slower version. It won't let me slow it here. I could throw it into a program and slow it down, but
oh yeah, that would be interesting. But that was it. That was my observation, and I think I think they actually talked about that when there's a way slowed down version of it somewhere. I was trying to find it, and email it to you, but I don't even remember what channel I saw it on, to be honest.
You say again?
All right. Well, thank you.
What were you
I said
saying?
thank you. That's it.
No, what did you say before? You said something, to be honest. I didn't hear that part because it cut out just.
Oh, I said I was trying to find the channel that I saw the slowed down version on.
I got you.
And I couldn't find it like quick enough to get it emailed before I called in. But if I do find it, I'll email it to you.
Oh no, I'm about to slow this bad boy down myself.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna slow it up. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. God
no
bless you.
problem.
Stay vigilant and lock your doors. Shout out to her. 336, you there? Can you hear me?
Yes,
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm hanging in there talking to you.
Well, first I want to tell you that I hope your family's very proud of you because you were such a well-mannered, caring, kind young man.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Now, I was born and raised in South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and I will tell you, well, my husband did 20 years in the Marine Corps, so him getting on YouTube and platforms and stuff, he wouldn't be doing that. He would be doing things himself. But being from South Carolina, women does not do like Katie's doing. I can tell you that right now. And we sure did not let a stepdad do all the talking and me just sit and keep my mouth shut. Nope, that's not what we do. And for him to talk to Seth like he did last night, if he thinks he scored any points, I hate to tell him, he made himself look like a freaking fool.
I agree. I thought it was, the angry talk was crazy. I definitely thought that.
I mean, it's like, at first I thought, when Seth told people to F off, I'm like, uh-oh, he done messed up. People done with him. But then after last night, it was like, okay, maybe Chris was baiting Seth to tell him, oh, yeah, we're going to work together. And then Seth gets on and, gives the whole speech about we're working together and this and that. And Chris knowing all the time that he wasn't going to work with Seth, hoping it would make people mad at.
What don't you think it was probably because I seen it too when Seth went on to Peters, and I knew that would cause some type of problem and they would have an issue after what he said on Peters. Because he went on that night. You remember that night after they, made the men's or whatever, and somebody snapped a picture at the vigil, right? At that high school, Beach High School. When he went there, they talked. He said it was on a good note, but after later that night, he got on there and said something about Katie, and it kind of fired everything back up, that fueled the fire in the whole entire situation. And I kind of called that out on the live stream when we watched it. I knew that would cause issues.
Yeah, but I mean, Seth is so stressed and tired and having to do it all himself while them two dingbats are doing whatever it is they're doing. But when he kept talking about Seth going out the front door, he don't say what time that is. Now, Katie said about 10 o'clock or after she heard a thud in his room. Well, he can't be outside and be in his room at the same time.
Agreed.
Katie has done something. She needs to ask forgiveness and tell where that baby's at and stop this nonsense. I mean, it's I don't understand. I cannot understand why he has not put forth no effort whatsoever to find him. And no emotion. I mean, I would be screaming and crying and my face would be all puffy and everything, but she has done not one thing. And people that does that, they're hiding something and they are afraid to speak because they know they're going to mess up and they're going to let something slip and it's all going to be over with. She's not very smart. I don't care what they say. She might be book smart, but she ain't got any common sense. I can tell you that. But she better be glad she's not in the South. I mean, it's so unnecessary. You know, if God forbid that baby's not still alive, he needs to be brought home so he can be buried and have some peace.
Exactly. Whatever it is, I mean, there needs to be some closure. End result is definitely not him leaving and never to be found again. That's something to carry around until you die. That's gonna, when you get to the other side, as any parent or family member, anybody who passes that, or you don't even know if they passed. Imagine the person you love the most in your life walking out that fucking door and disappearing. And it could be your husband. I don't know your family, right? But it could be your husband, your niece, your nephew, your brother. It could be anybody. Imagine them walking out and disappearing. And you don't know where they're at 60 days in. You have nothing but a story of, oh, well, I went to wake him up at 6 and he wasn't there. I mean, that's the only story you have. So imagine waking up to that shit every single day, knowing that your person that you love the most with all your heart walked out that front door, whatever happened, and disappear. And there's no sign of life anywhere.
Okay, I get confused about all the different tales, but the lights that they saw on that Ring camera,
yes,
that
ma'am.
they say they seen and then they didn't see them and blah, blah, blah. Okay, if Sebastian came out that front door, why was he not seen on that Ring cam? I mean, wouldn't that make sense? We seen the flashlights, but we didn't see the little boy come out the front door. Chris is burying himself deeper and deeper by trying to make it look like Sebastian ran away, knowing good and well that if he had ran away, the dogs would have picked it up. And I don't care if he said he had 12 or 15 dogs around his house, in his house, whatever. Them dogs would have picked him up.
Rabbit hole.
They're very smart, trained, intelligent dogs. That's what they use them for.
Right.
And Chris is a full-blooded, narcissistic person. Full-blooded. I've dealt with one. I know how they think, how they act. They think they're smarter than everybody else, and they believe their own lies, and they believe they can convince everybody else that what they're saying is the truth. I don't know that I think he was exactly there when it happened. I'm still not too sure about that. But I think Katie flipped, and whether it was intentional or not, but something bad happened to that baby. And I don't know how they got him out of the house, or
there's just no, they went in there with thermal imaging. They've been over top of the house, 5-mile radius in each direction with the same type of equipment they use for Cavalcante. There was just nothing. There was no body or no heat sigs out there, indicating human life. So it's just, what's going on? Where is he really?
And they use drones. Don't they use drones? Some kind of special drones for stuff like that too?
I'm sure they do. I've heard of drones that have the thermal imaging on there. I've definitely heard of them.
Yeah. I
heard about it during Cavalcante. That's where I was here. That's where I was like, wow, this is neat.
Okay, I don't know if this is true or not, but they would talk about the phone calls and stuff. Have you ever heard of a ghost chip?
A ghost
You
chip.
can buy them online. Yeah, you can buy them online, and
Yeah,
you can put them in your phone.
yeah, I haven't
And
heard of that.
They cannot be traced and tracked nowhere.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'm looking it up. The ghost chip isn't widely recognized term with single meaning.
Yeah, that's what I looked up on Google.
Interesting.
You can buy them.
Interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna look that up, the ghost chip. I've never heard of those. I appreciate you calling in and being a voice here tonight for Sebastian. I'm about to play this video a little bit slowed down to see if we can make out what the woman is saying here, because she says something about doors being locked, and then she mentioned something else. I'm about to find out. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you, ma'am.
Thank you. You have a good night.
You too. God bless you. Shout out to her. Hold on, let's listen to this video. We got it slowed down. I've been sitting here looking at it like I want to hear it back. We're gonna play it. Let me go back here a little bit. It's slowed down majorly, so that's too much. We got to speed it up just a tad bit. So let's take it to like maybe 80. Let's see, 85. No, we need to slow that down just a tad bit.
First time it happened, I was going to be in the home before midnight.
Let's go down just a tad bit more. Come on. 78?
I was going to be in the home before midnight.
Yeah, there we go.
All the doors are locked at this time. Being missing juvenile.
Take it back up. About, I'd say 24.
Juvenile does have a form of alcoholism. First time it happened, I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked.
This is the first time it happened. Something about being in the home before midnight. I'm not catching one of the words that I'm hearing there. Let's see.
Before midnight.
Take me back just a little bit more.
I was going to be in the home before midnight.
Take me back here like that.
First time it happened, I was going to be in the home before midnight. First time it happened, I was going to be in the home before midnight.
I can't make this out right here.
I was going to be in the home before midnight. I was going to be in the.
It goes Hong Kong before midnight. Like it cuts it out.
I was going to be in the home before midnight. Happened. I was going to be in the home before.
Kung be home before midnight. Like that's what I'm hearing. It's weird. It sounds weird to me. It does. He had to be in the home before midnight. Doors are locked now. What are we talking about?
First time it happened, I was going to be in the home before midnight. All the doors are locked at this time.
All the doors are locked at this time. Huh. Slowed it down. Why does this one have a echo? I'm not sure. Is there an echo? Interesting. I don't know why it's got an echo. I can't make it out though. I'm having a hard time making that out. Down or the rabbit hole theories. I appreciate you. Said Bobby and Carter are detectives in this case. Bobby is TBI. Carter is Sumner County. They are on the posters. Okay, interesting. I didn't even know that. It said last known to be in the home before midnight. Okay. Last known to be in the home before midnight.
First time it happened, I was going to be in the home before midnight.
Okay. It said last known to be in the home before midnight. Summers Army. Thank you. Always good to see you, T-REV. Much respect from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Thank you. I appreciate you, Summers Army. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to you guys. Kind of thinking about going over to the second, but I don't know. It's hard. It is hard to make out. Katie said she locked the doors at midnight. He said he has to be home before midnight. Jess says be in the home before midnight. Or he says, I think he says last known being at the home before midnight, which would make sense. And that would add up with Katie saying the last time she heard him was at 10 during that thud, right? During the thud episode, whatever. That's how I'm looking at it. He said last known before midnight. I hear the same. Confirmed he was in the home before midnight. Maybe. It may be. It sounds like it says pressed in the home before midnight. It starts with a P. That's why I thought promised. That is an interesting take, though. It's hard to make out, honestly.
Going to be in the house. Going to be in the home before midnight. Going to be in the home before midnight.
Pressed him to be in the home before midnight.
Going to be in the home.
Okay, I do hear that. It's saying last known. He is saying that. If you listen real slowly, you can hear him saying last known. 100%. I'm gonna slow that down. Watch. Oh, that's way too much. Goodness gracious. He does say last known to be in the home before midnight. Yep, right there. Last known. Last known to be. Last known to be in the home before midnight. Yep, that's exactly what it says. Word for word. Last known to be in the home before midnight. It's echoing something awful. Goodness gracious. Is it really? Let's see if we can fix it. Hold up. I got you. Is it still doing it? Let me know if it's still doing it. I don't know why it has an echo. It could be just me. Could be just me. You feeling okay? Yeah, I'm feeling decent. I'm good. I'm good. You said questioned? Get off my screen. Damn bug in here. And all the doors were locked when they woke up. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the second channel. I'm about to go over to my second channel and hang out. I got a mission. I am. I'm about to go over there. If y'all want to join, you're more than welcome to join me over there. I do appreciate. You said justice is coming. Summer's Army. Thank you. I appreciate you again. Thank you. Oh. Hold up. It's 1:30. Goodness gracious. I ain't even realize it's 1:30, y'all. I came on late today. About to be on late tonight again. I'm going to the second channel. I sent you one without the echo. I don't hear no echo though. Has a vibration sound to it. Play it one more time. I'll break the. You know what I'll do? I'll just put mix it down, and that way I could just share it. You can download it, listen to it if you want to. I'll drop it in Discord. I'll drop this one in Discord. I'll just export it. I'm doing it right now, and you can listen to it. Last known. I'm gonna name it last known. Last known. Sebastian. Okay, let me do that. And share. Export. View and explore. There we go. I'm gonna drop this version in Discord and you'll see what I'm talking about. Here, drop this bad boy in there. There it is. The version I just had, I dropped it in there if you want to check it out. But man, this case, again, it seems like there's no answers. Nothing. I'm about to go over to the second channel and see what we can get. What is going on? I'm feeling some energy in here tonight. And on my side, I'm feeling some energy over here. You said, what is the second channel, T? Well, the second channel is T-REV 757 Paranormal or More. So that's exactly what it is. If you type it in, you'll be able to find me again, T-REV 757 Paranormal or More. And then the mods drop it in chat. But I'm going to set up, light some incense, and then I'll be live over there. Get off of me, weirdo. Damn bug flying around me. Who is that talking? I don't know. It's a great question. Terrible echo. My bad. I don't like terrible echoes. You got a lot of, hold up. You know what? We're going to end this off like this. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today with heavy hearts, seeking your comfort and strength. We lift up Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, who has been missing for over 60 days. Lord, we pray for your protective hand over him, wherever he may be. And Lord, we ask you to shine your light upon him and guide him back to safety, or to the safety of his home and the arms of his loved ones. And Lord, if he's not with us anymore, we just pray for resolution so that there could be closure for all involved. And just with this boy in his life, involved in his life, seen him every day, love him to death. We want resolution for those people. Again, we also pray for Sebastian's family during this distressing time and grant them peace that surpasses understanding and the courage to face each day, Lord. Fill their hearts with hope and surround them with the community of support and love. Lord, we ask for your wisdom and guidance for all those involved in the search for Sebastian, and may their efforts be fruitful. And again, may they be led by your divine providence. In these moments of uncertainty, remind us of all your promise to be near to the brokenhearted and to save those who are crushed in spirit. We trust in your mercy, Lord, and the grace, and your grace, believing that you are working even now for the good of those who love you. In the name of thy son, Jesus Christ, amen. I had to get that one out. Felt like I needed a prayer in the air, you know? Had to get that one out. That one felt great too for the spirit. It just did.
Keep me in your head, cause I'm standing on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. And keep me in your thoughts, cause right now it's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, cause I could cross the line any minute. And I could use divine intervention. So keep me in your mind for a moment of your time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer.
God changed my life for the better and now I'm feeling great. These demons always try to come around and take my place. So kneel beside my shadow space and say a prayer for me, cause sometimes I catch myself losing faith. Then I remember what my mission is. I'm here to make a difference. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. All they do is kill little kids, and you expect us to sit back and keep watching and listening? You better change this grim script and resist. We must rise together and not just exist. So lift your voice, break the chains, pray for strength amidst these pains. We must all come together when we pray.
Keep me in your head, cause I'm standing on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. And keep me in your thoughts, cause right now it's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, cause I could cross the line any minute. And I could use divine intervention. So keep me in your mind for a moment of your time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer for me.
As I go through the day, I continue to pray. But every day it's getting worse with these demons we face. Little Elijah view, only age 3. Voice caught in the shadows, far too deep. Whisper the prayers every night before I go to sleep. Dreams of dawn, where fears are gone, and heaven hears the pleas. I wish I could bring every single missing person back. I see these frustrated families and about to crack. In the night's cold grass, we light a match. I'ma keep being that person that always makes a path. The Rev gang's here to stay. I made a way, and we will keep being a voice no matter what they say.
Keep me in your head, cause I'm standing on the edge. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. And keep me in your thoughts, cause right now it's all I got. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, cause I could cross the line any minute. And I could use divine intervention. So keep me in your mind for a moment of your time. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer, say a prayer, say a prayer for me.
Bit in your mind for a moment. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, this is that one right here.
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me, I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
Blood. Dear Jesus, I wanted to change. I'm over feeling all of this pain. I've been through the struggle, I've been through the rain. These haters are looking for something to blame. They always are coming all up on my page, filled with their hatred, they think that I rage when I am really laughing in the face. You either a rep gang or you are a snake. I don't give a shit about none of your drama. My faith is with God as I fix all my problems. You people be running and hugging the fence while I stay focused on myself and I'm evolving. I use my platform every day for love and light to make a better place. Watching these kids lose their lives just makes me turn and say,
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be going in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me, I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
look, it's nothing but pain. All of these families are feeling the same. Losing their loved ones to all of this violence. Our government doesn't want to make a change. It feels like a game, this shit ain't the same. All of y'all do is just pick at our brains. Give up a little info, they conceal the rest and expect us to believe what you say. How is change gonna happen? You let these pedophiles run around and trash it. They touch kids but the judge gets an ass kiss. And you expect us to wanna roll with that shit? He touched a kid and gets 2 years maximum, but gets back out on the streets looking for a scheme, sneaking in a family, then killing a teen. And now we stand together as human beings. Jesus, I'm asking for help. These bastards should really be burning in hell. At least the rest of the life in the jail. We really don't understand all of the failed. Audrey Cunningham, Quentin Simon, Kylie Rodney to Summer Wells. All my life I've been waiting for purpose, and now I have it. I will prevail.
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be going in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me, I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
That's another good one right there. Dear Jesus will be on the album. The album is dropping this summer, June. I'm aiming for June. I'm gonna push myself. I gotta push myself. I have some other music laid out that I need to record. So it will be added to the Voice for the Voiceless album. That's what I'm focused on, you know, besides the work I do here, obviously. But I am locked in on that, and it's gonna be available in June. I'm aiming to have it fully done by the end of next month. So I'm aiming to have it done by then. So you'll be able to have it. It'll be out for pre-order, etc. But I do upload them to YouTube. Like, I don't even care. You can go rip them, steal them, take them off there. You got my permission. I don't care. It's not about the money to me. It's about the message. At the end of the day, it's about the message. So every song that you see up there on YouTube, go ahead. Go download them. You got that's me telling you to go download them. I want you to have that.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Every day I wake up, I'm here to make a change. Only time will tell, I hope it takes the pain away. I see these families going through it every single day. Another person dead, an article up on the page. But I hold on to hope like a candle in the rain. Got it by the light, trying to break through these heavy chains. In the heart of the night, I'm searching for the flame. Speaking for the silent and the honor, I'ma pave the lane. In the silent battles, I become the roaring train. Carrying the hopes on this long and winter terrain. Through the valleys of silence, the dreams I entertain. In the quiet whispers, my purpose remains the same.
Sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell.
Look.
Only time will tell.
We're really feeling like we're living in hell. Just turn on YouTube and start searching and you'll see it yourself. But together we light up the dark, standing strong, playing our part. Heart to heart, we heal, we mend. In this battle we'll prevail in the end. Voice for the voices we defend, in the silence our words transcend. With every note we send a message, deep truths we blend. And every verse hopes trend from my spirit within. Let's wake up, start the day, I'm back fighting again. Giving a voice to the people who have nothing to give. They come to me, I let them speak intelligence like it is. I've been sacrificing all my life, I'll sleep when it ends.
Sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Divine spirit of love and light, in this hour of need, guide America right. Shine your grace on every child, every soul. Mend our hearts, make our nation whole.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, will they serve me well? Only time will tell. I just keep on praying I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
He's doing good. He had a heart attack like 7 months ago. Doing all right now.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
I was always left alone, sitting in my home, going through depression while I'm crafting all these poems. My mom was doing dope, that's all I ever known. But I let that pain go away, I'm here to take the throne. Got Rev gang behind me, I give a voice to the streets. Let the people speak, love and light is what I preach. Got these negative people who try to put stains on my fleece, but I never give up and stay focused on my peace. Reaching to be the better me, to succeed. I cover stories every day that could drop a horse to his knees. I've came to realize we really need change, and if I gotta do it myself, I'll bring a proof rain.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
I'm speaking to the government, we really need some change. I used to be that child that was living through the pain. Got raped by a monster when y'all barely did a thing. I'm speaking out for me and all the others feeling pain. When I speak it's with my chest, this ain't no motherfucking game. I'm sick of y'all giving every one of them a name. I hear stories like mine and it makes me wanna rage. How can we turn the page when y'all haven't done a thing? You give the ass a deal, then they're back on the game. We can't fix these sick pricks, but you free them every day. So I'ma build my platform up step by step. You can't ignore all the signs, just take a look at the depths.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
It's like they don't want to listen to us about what we're going through. They don't want to hear the pain. They don't want to stop these people. They want to keep giving them deals and letting them come back out into society and ruin more lives. And we're getting sick of this shit. We had enough. And they're gonna kill more people. I'm speaking for the voiceless. We need better laws and better purpose. I know a lot of families out in these streets, they are really hurting. They don't know where to go, know where to start. A lot of these families get left in the dark. No answers, no leads. They get pushed to the side just like they were from the start. I'm here to make a change. I'm at it every day. I'm far from perfect, but I refuse to stay the same. I'm here to grow with my people and rise above. I put all my faith in God. The change is gonna come.
If I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't trust no one, I don't need your help. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself. So if I'm gonna get it done, I'ma do it myself. I don't really give a fuck if you with me now. Where were you when I reached out for you? I needed you and you left me by myself.
adjust the energy in the room for me. What is this one?
Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Dear mama, you're all that I got. I know life was messed up and went left with my pops. I was out there running the block, drugs in my sock. After I got raped, I blamed you and my pops. I was mad at life, I hated myself. I thought if I could blame y'all, it would fix itself. But I was wrong, and I can admit that there was nothing worse than waking up every day not knowing your worth. Mama, no matter what you did to me, I just wanna say I love you. I'll make you proud with victory. I stand tall every day and look these kids in the face. Growing up like I did, that's why I wanna make a change. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am. So this song is for you, mama. You gotta know that you're special. I miss you so much. If you need me, I'll come to your rescue. Mama, I remember just the other day, you would tuck me in the bed and tell me everything's okay. You would tell me nothing's ever gonna happen, but these people kept coming around. It was like the devil watching us collapsing. I just had to forget it, but just know you're forgiven. We get stuck in the system. Mom, get out that prison, cause you're better than that. I'll carry us on our back and pull us out of that trap. Dear mama, I love you.
I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Mama, I know you lived through the trauma, and I ain't trying to bring it up to start no drama. I just want you to know that I'ma glow in your memory, cause you were the best. I have your soul. Don't ever let no man tell you what the to do. Don't ever let no man put his hands all over you. I don't wanna see you getting hurt anymore. You've been to hell and back, mom. It's time to open them doors. It's 2024, I'm here to turn the page. Voice for the voiceless, the year we make a change. Tired of the deaths in our country. People acting funny, switching over money. Materialism, people lack substance. Haters everywhere, the devil's getting comfy. Your mama, spread your wings, you're free now. Love you, I will always forgive you, no matter the troubles.
Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Dear mama, that one's heavy.
I count my blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is
up and look forward to doing these lives. A lot of y'all really came and opened up my eyes, and I hope I gave it back because it comes with yours. No matter what they say, I know I opened up them doors. I brought a family together even though shit was rough. They tried to shut us down, but we really shut them up. No matter what, we stand together when shit gets tough. I wanna thank everyone for showing me love. The Rev Gang family is something I cherish and love, and I'll smack anyone for fucking with us.
Blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
No one give a voice to the voiceless. People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss is something that we find important. Rap gang strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will add up. All my life I strive for greatness. I'm manifesting my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have it back. So I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps. Your loyalty means a lot to me, so this is a special thank you from me.
Blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Boom. It's on. It's live over there. Hold up. Let me pull up this for y'all real quick. Switch account. Okay, got it. It's on. It's on. We got it on right now. Pull that up. Switch. Okay, we're good. It's on. It is on. I'm about to drop the link in chat real quick before I go. Here it is. Go to there. And drop it right here.